had the other night and drank the whole thing and still couldn't figure out if I liked it or not because it was so weird. I have these weird flavored ciders right now. They're listed as pomegranate mule. They are strange.
I think it has ginger and lime, which I think is the reason it's so weird.
Yeah, which I assume is the mule part, you know.
Ginger, lime, and pomegranate?
It does sound good.
No.
Things can sound good without tasting good. Lots of things sound good to me.
And I feel like
I think it's the ginger.
The amount of ginger varies wildly in each sip too, because some sips were overwhelmingly gingery, and then some I was like, I don't taste ginger at all in this
Remember
one.
the time that I ordered the wrong smoothie at fucking Trop Smoothie, and I was just could not understand what I'd done wrong.
Oh, because you ordered the one with...
I ordered the one with ginger in it.
And
that's what this is like.
So maybe you're just not a ginger guy.
Well, I like ginger ale. And I like ginger beer. And I like ginger in
a good cocktail.
Food. In my food? I don't know about this though.
No, these are strange. They're weird.
And yet I still keep drinking it.
Exactly.
Sorry, anyway. I mean, I have other alcohol.
He has other flavor options if it was the alcohol.
I don't
There are
that it is
3
more
other
than a
flavors in that
edition,
variety pack.
as there are many alcoholics around the world. Yeah, but Katrina's not in Muskegon.
Is she the one drinking the alcohol that she says tastes bad, but is still drinking it?
No, I'm sure she does that,
I'm drinking other alcohol that tastes good. It tastes like
pumpkin
spice whipped cream.
Hell yeah, buddy!
Oh,
Why
it's
am I not
pumpkin
drinking
spice
that? What is
flavor
that?
too? I bet that goes great with the
the-
nog.
It did. It's
I
the
use Dope
whip
Street.
shots,
Oh, shit.
the Cardi B whip shots.
Cardi B whip shots.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's her brand.
Okay. Okay.
I saw a TikTok where somebody put Obama's face and voice over Ice Spice clips, and it was very funny. Hey, are we around here, old man? I don't think this is what people thought was gonna happen with AI, but it's fucking amazing.
I mean, it's the inevitability. Like, we've seen time and time again that all the internet leads to is shit posting. And it's like, who do we have a lot of data on? The president. It might as well make the president say dumb things. And play Minecraft.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. Or I guess I haven't watched them. But I've seen a bunch of them where it's like Obama, Bush, Trump, and Clinton. And they're playing like Call of Duty. Or there was one where they were playing Commander.
I saw a cover of Donald Trump, Obama, and Joe Biden singing Big Iron on His Hip.
Oh, I love that song. I've
listened to this thing where it's like AI doing the voice of fucking Hank Hill, and it's supposed to be like trap music. And it's called Hank Trill, and he just raps about like
Trill.
the things the things that trap artists rap about.
Hank Trill is very good.
Have you guys heard of Glorb?
No.
What?
He is a anonymous singer and songwriter who writes fucking SpongeBob raps them, and then puts
Oh,
AI
no.
voices over them. Dude goes
I've heard that
mad
shit.
hard. He like you would like think, oh ha ha ha, they're like SpongeBob raps. Dude goes hard. They're good raps. And
I've heard one of them.
nobody knows who the fuck this guy is. But he just
I would
comes out
love
and he
it if
drops
it turned
like
out to be
a
like somebody
banger.
super famous or something.
It's Trump.
People are thinking it's an actual artist's ghostwriter.
Eminem.
I'm
A
absolutely
ghostwriter would honestly make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
100% Eminem.
That's hilarious.
That would explain
has
why
to
they
be.
don't
That-
want
that
to
can't
reveal
be-
themselves.
He's the level of good where it can't be just a hobby. You know what I mean? Like you
Like,
can't
you have
be that good
invested
at
so much
something.
time into this.
Yeah, you can't be that good something and not make some sort of money off of it.
That's hilarious.
Like, you literally could not afford to spend the time on it.
That's pretty great. Anyway, off the topic of Glorb, it's been like 2 months since we've played, which honestly isn't the worst stretch we've ever had. So,
It's really not.
On the topic of Glorb?
Off the topic of Glorb.
Oh, off. I thought he said on the topic of Glorb. Like when you say
Sorry, we're still on
on
it.
that
Nope,
note,
we're still on it.
or whatever.
Okay, I'm for-
off the topic of Glorb. Anyway, who wants to recollect what they can scrape together from the annals of their memory? What has
we
happened
we did
and
the
what you were
scary lab
doing.
with the bugs and the evidence of people and
It was raining.
something else. There was something else.
We went
We
through
almost-
a cave. We killed a bunch of bugs. We
Hector
left the
Sessions
cave.
for
We
example.
got home.
I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
yes, we got home just in time.
I'm pretty sure
Took care of the
Charity
mosquito.
rolled a -9 to jump off a cliff. I think that's
A
where.
couple of us did pretty poorly at jumping off of a cliff.
We built some new buildings. We spent a lot of time trying to figure out the setup.
Well, that
We
was a
did
long time ago.
We did get the thing set up in time for the food party
Why are there bubbles?
birthday.
Something bad happened to somebody in the town. I don't remember what or who, but something
Are there
happened.
bubbles?
yeah,
I wanna do that. How do I do that?
How dare you forget Three Finger Dave 76
Three
days
Finger Dave.
ago?
Three-finger
How do I
day.
make bubbles?
Because I turned on bubbles.
Well, I want to turn.
pop them?
How do I do bubbles?
They should pop when I click
They
them, but they
should
don't.
pop. I agree.
That angers me.
I agree with
This
that,
is
Madison.
Foundry. I'm sure there's an actual module to do that.
There, I also
If
turned on
there's-
fire
if
and
there's something to make
sparkles.
bubbles, I'm sure that someone has made them pop.
I added environmental effects. There's not a lot of them, but I just found bubbles when I was clicking through the list, and I thought,
It
How-
feels so weird being on this version, by the way.
I was going to say, you should link me that version, the new download again later.
Yeah.
Also, do you know if there's a way to import more than one, like, import bulk tokens, like for monsters and things?
Yes.
I can't do it anymore, babe. You have to take it.
I think you can
Tapping
just
out for
upload
superior
images
flavor.
Yes.
into your compendium. Well,
Well,
first
lucky
you
for me,
upload
half
images to your
a
journal.
beer was almost exactly the amount I wanted to drink.
Okay, so if I just make a journal. I didn't think.
Don't die.
I didn't think about fucking around with a journal.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm not positive if the journal will work. You might.
I'll tell you what I want.
They're just like JPEGs, right?
Yeah.
Now this is interesting. The first time I had it cold, and this time it's room temperature, and I think I like it better this way.
Ah, fuck
Hey,
around
babe,
with it
did you
more
know
later.
there's a heater in the middle of the room?
Yes,
Yeah, because I ran into it.
I certainly did on account of it's been there and it's very obvious and clear.
You're right. It's dark.
And
there.
that's where the heater lives.
I like the
Oh, that's.
clarity.
Oh man, okay. There's an add-on module called Drag. Adds the
Drag.
ability to
What
drag
does it do?
adds the ability to drag files onto the Foundry canvas to automatically create token tiles, journal pins, and ambient audio.
I thought someone earlier
That's
when I was
not what
looking
I
this
wanted
up
it
said
to.
something about just dragging them in, but I'm like, this doesn't work. What the fuck are you on about? They must have had that module installed. Okay, that'll work.
Cool.
I wish that it was instead where it dressed all of the monsters up as ladies.
So that's what I was thinking of. So.
Anyway, what were you guys? Do you guys remember
That's
what you
not what
were?
I thought it did do, but that's what I hoped it did.
Do you guys remember what you were going to do now that there we go.
Didn't we say we wanted
I'm
to?
gonna stop you right there. Absolutely not.
I know
Did we
you,
decide to do the
JJ.
bone worms?
I just
Also,
assumed
we-
everybody else also doesn't know.
Trevor's
I
responsible.
think we said that we were good with the forest because we had clay and we were gonna start going to the plains to look for stone.
Did we say that?
I think you were going.
I
to
don't
the
remember
swamp.
saying that, but I'm strongly in
Right, to the
favor.
swamp? Okay. Yeah, I thought it wasn't the plains,
Oh.
but I don't have the big
There's
map in front of
oh
me.
my
So I was
God.
like, okay, all I remember is the forest and the plains, and I know we weren't doing the forest.
That's me.
So
You
swamp
know what I'm
makes
gonna
sense.
do? I'm gonna go listen to the thing. Give me 2 shakes.
Katrina's so smart.
We
Yeah,
have technology.
yeah. It's like we've been cataloging
Okay. I
cataloging
can't give
these
you
for
shade.
no reason. Anyway, I would like someone, or more than one person. It's up to y'all, depending on how feisty you're feeling, to roll some d20s.
I'm away from my computer.
I'm also away from my computer, but I had just rolled a d20 for no reason earlier, so you can use that one if you want. I just rolled just to roll. Get back in
See
the
if
swing
you
of
can
it, you
remember
know.
how.
Quick, somebody roll another 7. If we all roll 7 or 11, does that mean that we get free ices?
Yes.
Is there a 7-Eleven near you?
Maybe?
Yeah, you'll have to wait till July.
Alright.
Trevor, how do you not know if there's a 7-Eleven near you or not?
Because
When
there's
do
a
we
lot
start
of shit near
recruiting
me.
people to live here?
Like traveling back to the mainland to recruit people.
No, just find some random things.
You just see like a bear and you just go,
You work for
you
us
work with
now.
me now.
No, in reality, it's like, hey guys, we really need to start having some children.
we need
They
to,
would-
we've got
They
an
would make
18
great
I would
fishermen.
say that's very different from recruiting people.
Is it now?
Yes!
I mean, it's like a 9-month investment
I mean,
to
that's
have
not
a
labor
baby,
laws. We don't have laws
and
here.
then you gotta when do you start a baby to work? Like like 3 years old?
It depends on where your morals and ethics are.
And you have to think about
And
this too.
what
like,
kind of work you do.
I'm really glad that you and I were on the same wavelength for 3 years old.
I would say it also very much depends on what race they are, because I think, like elves just take forever to develop.
Yeah, but look at a fucking orc.
maybe elves grow up really
Kobolds.
quickly into like
that's how I've
like
always imagined
children,
elves.
and then from there they age up slowly. Or alternatively, it's
Oh,
just
you
a
mean, like,
cult.
they hit 18 and then they're just 18 for the next 300 years.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Then they're culturally children. They're not physically children.
They're not,
I guess that makes sense, 'cause
Otherwise,
that's how it's portrayed.
the other option is making me feel really bad for elven mothers.
yeah, for real.
It's like,
I
oh,
put up with you for 300 years. You've been 13 for 300 years.
I was thinking more like this baby
infant.
has been a baby for
Oh.
3 decades, and now it can finally start walking.
This infant that I need
And
like
crying.
intensive, constant care over has been like this
I mean,
for
okay.
years.
Elves are considered adults when they turn 100, right? So if you say that
Sure.
like a baby learns to talk between like 2 to 3, what would that be for an elf? I feel like it'd be
Well,
like 10.
If we use, to make the math easy, let's call human adulthood 20.
In D&D, it's 15.
Okay, that also makes the math relatively easy.
They learn to
Either way,
talk
it's
at
easier than
15?
18.
Yeah. About 110 is when an elf reaches adulthood. So if we divide that by 15,
So, yeah,
That's-
as to
1 year is about 7 years.
So
For an elf.
dogs.
oh, like
years.
dog years.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Elves are dogs. Got it.
I knew there was a reason I always wanted
No,
to
it's the
elves
other
are
way
human
around, isn't it?
adults.
We're dogs to them.
Exactly.
We're elf dogs.
Oh no! No wonder why elves look down on humans.
Wouldn't you? I mean, yeah, we do, don't we?
Oh, look at them. They're so dumb and innocent. Who's a
Were
good
we
boy?
going to go to the bogs?
They're
Yes.
sure trying to help,
I
aren't
believe,
they?
I believe
Aw.
so.
Yeah. So at 2
And
hours
was
49:27, that's what we were talking about.
Thank you for your diligent research, Katrina.
Thank you.
Did we say if it was related to the bone worms, or are we just going?
I believe it is because it is related to the bone worms. We had a very long conversation dissecting what a bog was, and
I remember
Oh
that.
my god.
Of course we did.
Yep.
Yeah, that seems right.
Well, is it a bog or is it a
Very on
marsh?
brand.
Is it
that was the question.
Yep.
That is very,
Are they
very on
something like
brand.
that?
We're nothing if
so,
not
yeah.
pedantic about D&D.
The swamp does remind me of the bone worms. Okay, that makes sense. I thought that we didn't have a lead, but I forgot about the swamp. Or the bog, or the marsh, whatever we're calling it.
The wetlands.
Whatever that wetland is.
Well, I was gonna say
Bog.
wetland, and then I was like, I don't know, maybe that's like still not
Marsh
vague enough.
flats,
Yeah, wetland could definitely be a thing.
barren moor.
Jordan, stop naming magic cards.
Well,
They're
a
all
moor
just
can
synonyms.
be a
What other
wetland
thing?
or a valley. Like it could be either or, depending on where you are and what you're doing. Anyway,
I'm in 1800s England, and I'm running through it in my long dress.
that is a valley then.
I'm naming types of biomes. It just so happens that Magic the Gathering lands are all different types of biomes.
Like Azure Guildgate or like Azorius Guildgate. That's a
Yep,
biome.
that's a biome. Famous biome.
Exactly.
Anyway, is there anything you guys need to get in town? Any?
We got rope,
We
right?
need rations.
We already got rope.
We need rations. Yeah, food.
We need rope. Okay, what do we need specifically for a swamp?
All right, everyone, look in your inventory and make
Does
sure you have food.
Also,
Okay,
let's
is that-
everyone take this opportunity to check our swim skill.
Can somebody please remember to carry my food for me? Because I'm just a weak little guy.
I'm very good at swimming. Just throwing that
I
out
need
there.
my food carried for me as well.
Skills.
Just because I'm
I
not
turn
very
weak
strong.
links.
Hector's not so good at swimming. Dwarves ain't made for that.
Oh, I
I'm gonna
can't.
say I
Are you
probably
wearing
don't need a
armor, Madison?
climber
Armor
skills.
can really mess up
I
your
have
swimming.
not a fucking
I'm
clue
probably
how many
wearing
trail
armor.
rations I
You
have.
are.
But I also don't remember putting any points into swim either, so it might be
have a-
both.
I have a -6 to swim.
I have a -4.
You have
You guys make me feel so much better about myself. Thanks.
Madison, you have
I have +5.
1 point in swim. It looks like.
Okay.
That you had put into it, and then you get a total of -4 from. That doesn't make sense. It should be swim skill points 1, swim mod -4. Okay, you get +3 from your
is my armor
strength.
affecting it?
Yes, it is. You get -4 from. I'm going to roll you a swim check, just to see what this actually.
Just to see where it comes from.
0.
Oh, good.
So we know what to expect.
Okay, so I wonder if it's a total of -4 because your armor must be -7.
So if I took off my armor, I'd be able to swim?
Yeah, you wouldn't have the penalty from your armor. Like if
I have a
Which is
question
where
for
most
the
of it is
DM.
coming from, correct?
yes, if we unequip your armor, you get a +4.
Okay.
Can we use grappling hooks
Let me
to help with swim checks?
Explain.
If you use if you throw a grappling hook across, like a river that's a little deeper, you can't just walk across this river.
Okay, are you saying to
You can
pull
throw it
yourself along?
Like to pull
Correct.
along the rope?
I mean, yeah, that wouldn't really necessarily be a swim check either. That'd be more like.
It wouldn't. Okay, it wouldn't even be a swim check. Gotcha.
I mean,
gotcha.
it'd probably be more
horizontal
like.
climb check.
I was gonna say it'd be more like
A
a
climb check or
strength check,
something?
if anything.
Or a strength check. Sure.
Use rope.
Is athletics
baby.
a thing in this one? It's not, right? Because it's broken down.
No, I don't think it is. It would probably be. Let me take a look here. It'd probably just be like a strength check or something. If you needed to do it, but you'd probably be fine. Unless
the
you were
off
in
chance
combat
would
or
be-
something.
Could I say
I have
it's
a
use rope,
quantity
even
of
though I know
one.
that tying knots? I'm much better at using rope than being strong.
We'll cross that rope when we come to it.
I'm good to hold people's food. I don't think I'm gonna need a climber's kit in a bog, so I have a little bit of extra wiggle room.
You're gonna look like a fool when the answer
I'm
is up a
big.
tree or
I can
something.
carry also food.
See,
Uh,
I also
also,
didn't
I
think
have
we needed a climber's kit in a forest, and yet we did, so I'm just really terrified we're going to get to, like, some cave that's a 30-foot drop.
We will go back.
Again. Well, no, this time you have rope, so
Rope, yeah.
you have the important part. Like, the climber's kit is just icing on top, right?
Yeah.
The issue wasn't that you didn't have a climber's kit. The issue was that you didn't have the rope.
Yeah, that's fair. Also,
I
one
have
of you has
exactly
rope,
one
right?
trail
I
ration.
definitely don't have rope.
Where are my rations?
Oh, Corum, do you still have ability score damage?
I also appear to have 1 trail rations.
Yeah, I do still have ability score damage.
You should finish. You should just heal that
Oh
up.
no!
It would have been healed by now. You guys took like 2 weeks off.
It's been 4 months.
You guys took like 2 weeks off or whatever.
Okay, I am
Why
not
don't
positive
I
how
have
to
rope?
fix it.
I can.
Wait, I remember. Never mind. I found it.
Okay.
Is the rope just in the climber's kit?
I don't have that either.
Oh, then I don't know.
I
swear to
I
God,
seem to
got a
have
rope.
both rope and
Did
climber's
I?
kit.
I think I looked through the fucking thing to try and buy stuff and then never put it in my inventory.
Also, the climber's kit does not contain rope. It contains the pittons, boot tips, gloves, and a harness.
Yeah, like I said, I looked again and I wound up having both.
Mhm.
So how
I
much rations is everybody bringing? What do we think?
I
I'm
can
be
do
real.
quite a bit.
I think I haven't changed anything in my inventory since we started. Which means Yabo may be starving to death.
We have
Oh.
fed Yabo. It's fine.
You don't have to worry about
Thing.
water at least.
Didn't we like switch out for like fancy like tree tents last time? We should make
Yes,
sure.
I have your tent.
Okay, so we want normal tents now because might not have good trees.
There's trees in a bog.
Well, again,
I mean,
it depends
feel
what
like
type of bog.
I feel like a tree.
my question is a ground tent going to be better in a bog than a tree tent?
Right.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying so that we have the option, because if there's just no trees where we are,
I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
then we have no tent.
Is there a tent big enough that one would fit all of us, that one of the strong people can just carry?
I don't think so.
Okay. I think what we should do is we should begin with nothing. Fuck any extra shits that we think we may need. We'll bring enough food for like a day or two in case we get lost. And we'll go on an exploratory mission to begin with to check what kind of fucking bog this is before we start going in thinking it's one type of swamp when it's a different type of swamp and Cameron fucking kills us.
Because
We're like,
ah,
yes. There can be trees in a bog if it's the right type of bog, and then Cameron makes it the other type of bog and we die. There's nowhere to sleep and we drown or something.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow, you took
wouldn't
that train all the way to its conclusion, huh?
I did.
I'm not gonna be that petty. There'll be at least one tree.
What is the travel time from here to the swamp? Do we have an idea of that?
Let me pull
Oh, that's
up
fair.
the map.
Maybe we want more than 2 days of food.
Well,
Yeah,
depending on how far it is, it may or may not be worth it to do the exploratory mission, you know?
Oh, sure.
I have
And even if we do,
put
it might
12
still be
pounds
worth it
of.
to bring a tent in case if we get lost and have to sleep somewhere for the night.
I have
Because we
12
have
pounds
nothing.
of rations with me so that we can at least make sure that Corum, Charity, and Terrico
Sorry, that one was
are good
me.
with our food.
Thank you. Also,
Yeah,
I
A pound
think
of rations is one trail ration, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I think
Do we
have
have fucking animals with us?
No, not with us.
Okay.
There are
mean, at
animals
the
at
town.
the town. Yeah, they're not our
We're
animals.
in town.
Yeah, they're not our
Right now
animals.
we are,
They're
and we're not
working.
planning on bringing them with
So
us.
they're working animals.
Yeah.
Like,
Can
I
a
really don't want-
mule that is a working mule carry our shit for us?
Through a bog?
Yeah.
probably not through a bog.
probably not.
I mean, we can barely cross the bog by ourselves. I'm just saying to a bog. We don't even know how far the fucking bog is. Cameron hasn't told us yet.
I'm pulling it up right now.
But if we leave the mule outside the bog, what if it's just dead by the time we get back and we just kill
What if it gets
one of our-
ate?
Yeah, remember
Like,
those one
okay.
little guys that put
Yeah,
you to
that's
sleep
right.
and then they stab you?
I don't think they
don't
stabbed
think the-
anyone while they were asleep. I think they only tried to stab you because you didn't fall asleep.
Oh,
Anyway, it's about 3
Oh, they were
miles.
jerks.
They were in the forest. We're going to the bog. It's how many what?
Oh, there could be worse things at the bog.
we're not going. Yeah, if we go to the bog, we have to go through some sort of terrain to get to the bog.
Most of the way to the bog is plains. Is
And the trip is how long? I couldn't hear you.
about 3 miles.
And 3
Okay.
miles is.
About
Well, it's-
half a day travel.
Here's
Thank you.
the way. Yeah, I was about to say. Here's how I have to make it happen in my head. Is from my work to my home is about 4 miles. So how long would it take me to do that walk? In a couple hours.
Also,
Right.
that walk without like roads and
Yeah.
developed
True.
pathing. You do have a road up to the pond,
Carrying more weight.
or a path
Oh,
to the
yeah.
pond, which is about halfway there.
Wait, the pond is halfway to the bog? I thought it was the opposite direction.
No, they're both south. The pond.
I
the,
mean,
Is this little green patch on the map? Is that the bog?
let me hold on. Let me.
Green patch?
Whatever
Dark
this
Green.
is.
You gotta go to the map, not the town map.
I think so. But that's not a great map. Do I have a better map I could actually share that isn't all?
You guys talk about the map.
This one is also like I'm not even sure what we've done to this. It looks like we just keep marking it up and not.
They're all extremely helpful.
Yeah, that's probably the edge of the forest. Let me check my main map here. Yeah, I think that's where the forest cuts over. The bog's a little bit further south than that.
Like right here, or like right here.
You've got a. Hold on. There should be. I'm pretty sure I added a ruler in here somewhere where we can measure things better. I don't. Oh yeah, there we go.
It is 3 miles.
Yes, from town.
This is 3.32 miles. Oh, from town. Edge or center? Does it really matter?
The town's small enough where that bit doesn't matter.
It's a couple hours.
It's a couple hours. It's like a 4-hour walk.
So in that case, I think it does make sense to maybe do some reconnaissance.
I agree. Like, we should bring...
I still think we should bring, like you said, a day or two of rations and some form of sleeping arrangement, but...
Okay.
How did we learn about the bog?
You guys aren't the only ones out exploring. You have some people going out checking things out.
Okay.
Because you have to remember, people are trying to find what's around and things.
Wait, so have they already explored to the bog? Do we even need to make an exploratory mission?
It's not that we're exploring the bog, we're trying to take care of a problem, right?
That's a fair way of saying it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have scouts, but we're the we have scouts, but we're the heroes.
Yeah, you guys are the ones who are like, okay, let's go and evaluate the situation, and
that's what we're going to do on this trip.
And either solve it or figure out how we're going to solve it.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
So are we in agreement to do this reconnaissance mission?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like whoever is leading the expedition to roll a survival check. It is torrentially raining today.
Right.
Can we stay home today?
It is 60 degrees.
Yeah, what time did it start raining? Can we just go tomorrow?
I mean, yeah, that's up to you guys.
I mean, yeah, if it's torrentially raining, we don't need to go there that badly.
Let me...
Okay. I got a whittle tent for Terrico.
A whittle tent.
I'm just a whittle guy.
All right.
A one-person tent is 10 pounds for a medium-sized creature. So does that mean a Terrico tent is like 5 pounds?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Terrico-sized things are half the weight. So, like, I'm pretty sure that also counts for rations, so I eat half of one of your rations.
Beautiful. That makes things so much easier.
Although, I do think it would be funny if Corum didn't realize this and just, like, handed Terrico, like, a full human-sized portion one day, and Terrico's just like, what? This is absurd!
This is a feast for one like me.
So, Trina, you said that you're carrying all the rations that the wee folk need, correct?
Yes.
So I'm only responsible for my own rations?
Yep.
I
have...
7 o'clock the next morning. It is 66 degrees with more torrential rains.
Okay.
Alright,
We'll
so
fuck around and find
we have
out.
entered the rainy season.
Are we waiting till Tuesday? Toil day?
Something about the way that Cameron asked that question sent a shiver down my spine.
But also, like, it's just gonna, like,
But
going
like,
up
it's
today
just
is,
gonna suck.
Yeah.
And we
Just
have
bad.
control over it to a certain extent. It's not like we're getting caught out in the rain.
Yeah. All right, I'll roll
I
forward.
feel like
Okay.
one more day.
It is 65 scattered clouds, but mostly
Hey.
clear.
We'll take it. All right,
All
we're
right.
so excited
I
to go
forget,
out.
do I need to be paying for rations?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no money here.
Yeah, money doesn't.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to be sure.
Okay.
I
Is
have
it
3 pounds of rations.
which one do I use, Cameron? How do I make us go forward? What's
What?
what is the appropriate skill to
Oh, so roll a survival
traverse?
check.
Okay. Thank you.
Let me clear up all these old weathers from when I was trying to set the time. Okay. Nice, mostly clear day. A little bit chilly on the cool side, but walking makes you nice and warm. A couple hours in, the rolling plains gives way to sparse patches of forest. I would like someone to roll me a d20, please. It's pretty uneventful. You don't really run into anything. Are you guys like doing any sort of foraging or anything on the way? Or
Probably.
Yeah.
I have something in my throat.
Probably just because Charity's probably always foraging.
As I know,
Yeah, I
charities.
was about to say, like,
necessarily
maybe
for
not
anything
even
good.
necessarily in a way that like takes extra time, but just
Yeah.
like, if you see something.
Have a couple snacks. I know charity's always looking for weird
Yes.
plants and things.
She might not be foraging for food, but she's always foraging.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me
The
find.
slightly slower pace that they all do is just enough that Kariko can keep up without like jogging the whole time. So she's
Exactly.
just focusing on plucking.
Exactly. You're a little bit faster than the 15-foot speeders in the group. So
Wait, I'm pretty sure I have 20 feet.
I also have 20.
the 20-foot speeders in the group. As long as you're
Not that short.
Well, you're also not that encumbered.
Yeah.
No, we've taken great pains.
Yes.
No, I keep begging everyone who's bigger than me to carry my shit.
When in doubt, send to camp.
We just all pass it around. Just take turns.
Exactly.
Before we leave, refilling ammunition. We got like a ton of arrows, right? We brought
Yeah.
like a ton of arrows, like if I remember right.
Yeah, and you're making more. Like you've got a Fletcher and stuff. Because it's
Yeah, we do.
Something that you're going to need and whatnot.
I just wanted to do it because I realized I had like 12 arrows left.
Yeah, that's fair. Let me.
And where are my arrows displayed?
Monster Ecology.
Oh, there they are. I seem to have 17 of them currently.
Do I not
I'll just go up to 20.
have that? Okay. Give me one moment. I need to move a couple of books in my Google Drive, Google Docs that aren't in the D&D folder to the D&D folder. Okay. Cool. Just in case that becomes relevant. All right. Okay. Everyone, just go ahead and one of you just give me a percentile roll. 33. Oh, been a 63.
Hector beat me. Use Hector's.
I was about to say Hector beat you, yeah. Okay.
I hope a higher roll was better.
Let me go to here. And then 1d25.
Oh boy.
Abusing Foundry.
Sorry about that.
It's always good stuff when we start rolling strange numbers like that.
It's my favorite things to ask for. 12. 12 is L.
Oh.
What was something boring?
Are any of these? Oh, hold on. Let me. Oh, this is more this is more organized than I thought it was. These Google Docs. There's by biome, and they're in alphabetical order, but they're on separate docs because one's a Google Sheet and the other's a Google Doc. Okay. L. Doot. Okay. Yep, that fits that. L-I-N-K. Tech S. Okay. So, you find, as you're walking through the plains, some Linksurus grass. It's this long, bright green grass that grows in patches, and it's well known for its beauty of rippling waves in the wind. It's popular to chew, and tastes like mint. It's kind of calming. It's not the rarest thing in the world, but it doesn't grow in large colonies. It's more small patches and sections and things.
Well, that sounds lovely. Hector, choose some.
Yep, it's calming, it's tasty. It's not like a nutritional like food or anything. It's more just kind of herbal and
no, just pleasant.
Yeah, exactly.
On this beautiful weather day we're having, and out for a nice walk.
Nice spring day. It's like chewing on a reed or something. Other random tall grass that you find as you walk, to the moor. Eventually, you guys make it your way through the forest, and the terrain gets a lot less even, a lot softer. The kind of firm dirt begins to give way to more muck and mud. There's different patches of moss and moss-covered rocks. It's kind of a little bit foggy. Begins rolling kind of in. You start crumbing through more brambles and things before eventually the wide forest kind of gives way to more open space with these tall, multicolored, or various colored mushrooms growing out of the muck and mud. There's fallen trees. It's very earthy and kind of pungent, the smell of decay. There's the occasional tree growing up, very rooty and wide, kind of root base spreading out, but most of the foliage here is kind of shorter. There's kind of rusty pools of water There's cattails, reeds, some different, like, large lily pads kind of growing on top of some of the little bit more wetter patches. And I'll drag you guys over here. And let me clear up the weather a little bit for you. It's not quite that foggy.
You gotta put our tokens in.
Yeah, I'm changing other things.
Okay. I was just letting you know that we can't see anything.
Yeah, I'm working on it. You wouldn't have been able to see anything with as foggy as it was either.
That's valid.
And you guys would have been coming from the north. And the scene needs global illumination. There we go.
Oh, that's neat.
I had a lot of fun making the fireflies.
Cute.
When I was doing this in Dungeon Draft, I'm like, oh, that'd be a neat thing to add.
Those are really cute.
Yeah, I'm proud of them. I thought it was a fun idea. I think those are spider eggs. That I ended up using.
I'm still blind.
Are you still blind? You're on here.
Oh no, did Charity break again?
Oh god. Oh, I put my own charity out here.
Oh, I wonder if the charity on the common screen.
There's the thing. There's a setting. There's a setting that you all have to change. Fuck.
Oh, thank you for the music, Madison.
You're welcome.
If you go to your...
Don't know if it's the correct type of wetland or not, but...
It is a bog. It's 4-hour fantasy bog ambiance.
Oh, is that what it says for you? For me, it said the secret swamp ambient.
Yeah, it says the secret swamp ambient, 4-hour fantasy
the bog after that. Okay.
bog ambience.
Wherever you're copying, you're pasting your tokens from, that's the old charity.
Yeah, I just stole it.
No.
I stole it from the common page. Here, let me drag you all back to this one. Charity, can you see on this page?
I can.
Okay, I just gave you the new charity on that one. And then if I drag you over to this page, that's your new charity. You don't have a nameplate, but I think we all know that that's charity.
Yeah.
I don't.
Charity.
Well, just say "Hey you" until you get to the right one.
I know a charity when I see one. I just realized there's a little guy standing in the corner.
There's a little guy standing.
There's a little night guy or something on the shore.
Oh, you're talking about in the ambiance sounds?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, I don't remember adding a person to this map.
I was also like, oh shit, there's a person on the map?
No,
He's
sorry.
a-
I
he's
see how
just a
that was
little guy,
confusing.
though.
Anyway, you guys are probably ankle deep in mud at this point.
Nope, love to see it.
Are you going to?
I have high top boots, or I have boots on. My boots, they're above my ankles. Just throwing that out there.
Okay.
Yeah, Corb also has thigh highs on.
I imagine most of you are wearing some form of boots, but the ankle is still a body part. So.
I just wanted to make sure before you started throwing stuff out there where it's like, oh, now you got mud in your shoe. Oh, now it's stuck. Now it's gone. Now you're barefoot. Now you're taking damage or something. I don't fucking know.
I was more thinking there are bone worms digging into your ankles.
Yeah,
that's where my thoughts went.
Yeah,
my mind went a similar direction, but just a real thing like leeches or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Terra.
I just wanted to make sure Cameron knew that.
Wait, is Terrico above the water?
Status of your
Oh
footwear very
no!
clear.
Is he?
Like, it's only ankle deep, so yeah, but when he says ankle deep, I'm imagining it's at least, like, a couple...
It's got to be
like,
knee, right?
3 inches, like, up his shin.
Yeah, like 3 inches. That's probably.
Yeah, it's got to be like almost up to his knees. Yeah.
Jericho, I mean, like, not his knees, guys. Like, an ankle is only, like, 4 inches off the ground. Like,
Yeah, he's not
And
that
only
short.
6 inches from the ground.
you're making it sound like I'm 12 inches tall.
Wait, I thought Terrico was a fairy, right? I know Terrico is not actually a fairy. I'm joking. It's okay.
I'm the fairy here, Katrina. Come on.
Anyway. You see various large insects flying around in the distance.
God damn it, these motherfuckers.
Like the same mosquitoes that we've been hating for the past 3 months.
It's a bug. Of course there's mosquitoes.
Yes, but are they the same giant ones? Maybe they're different giant bugs.
I don't have the right token for this, so I'm going to use whichever one of these tokens that's in here by default that looks the most correct for this. I guess a lizard. That's probably the closest thing I can come up with.
Ooh,
For fucking what?
that's a handsome little fella too.
It is. That's a very cute lizard.
I would like
Bug looks
some
closest to a lizard.
spot checks.
Oh, goddamn right I will. Oh, that's not the right one.
Good. Worm sees it.
I feel like me and Terrico probably see it too.
I think everyone.
I haven't rolled spot yet.
Oh,
Hold up.
I'd say everyone that's rolled yet, except for Hector.
Except me.
Oh my god. Have the string tokens just been weird little lizard bird things this whole time? I hadn't ever zoomed in.
Going on.
Yeah, they've never been the correct token. I've
They've
downloaded
always
a bunch of
whatever that
tokens
is.
earlier to put in here, but there was no easy way to add a bunch of tokens. So,
I can't roll a spot check.
can you not just like click on this the thing in your character sheet?
It finally worked. I had to click it 8 times.
Okay. Okay. So
I
yeah,
was certain that Charity was broken.
yeah, I was too. So Corum, Terrico, and Yabo, you all. Let me make sure I can actually see you guys.
Die immediately?
I'm glad I'm not
See
the only one that doesn't see
a
it.
long, pointed shape of a crocodile.
Pardon me?
Crocodile.
No, I heard
Swimming.
it the first time. I was hoping you'd say something different this time, though.
Did you not like that it was a crocodile? Swimming across the.
I'm just happy
Water.
that it's a normal-sized crocodile that's not like 20 feet long. That one comes later.
Fair.
That one comes later.
Does it seem like it gives a fuck about us
You guys aren't quite like in
currently?
deep in the water right now. It's just kind of swimming along, looking for a nice piece of dry land to sit up on for a minute.
Yabo's got extra grapple.
Oh,
Is
you're
Yabo
gonna
going to
wrestle
wrestle the
that
alligator?
crocodile,
Wrestle
aren't
an
you?
alligator.
Yep.
I have heard that apparently if you flip an alligator on its back, it'll fall asleep after a couple minutes.
No, let's establish which one is this.
I'm pretty sure that's sharks. Or Or sharks go into a trance or something.
I thought
yeah.
sharks just died when they drown, or like would just drown when they stop moving, just in general.
With lobsters, if you hold them with their head down, they'll go to sleep.
Oh.
Like chickens do.
If you draw a line in the sand in front of a chicken, it'll stare at it until it dies.
What?
Yeah, if you draw a line in the dirt in front of a chicken, like from its beak, basically, it'll just sit there and stare at it until you take the chicken away or get rid of the line.
Like
We're just teaching people how
perpendicular
to kill animals
to
right
the
now.
chicken's gaze, or
Linear.
Linear. Like,
You start at their nose and draw forward, and they'll just stare at it.
That's
Huh.
so. It doesn't feel real to me. Like,
wild.
chickens can't be that dumb.
They are.
they are.
Convinced
Also, according to Psychology Today of all places, if you roll an alligator on its back and hold it there, it will exhibit a strange behavior. After 15 and 20 seconds, the alligator will go limp and become unresponsive. It's called tonic immobility.
Rad.
So, do any of us know that, or
Or,
Yabo knows that.
Corum, roll an animal
Also-
handling.
So,
Corum and
as I
Yabo,
said,
roll an animal handling check.
and again, which one is it? Can we try to determine that? Because I do think that they have some differences
fair enough.
in terms of their various abilities.
Yabo, animal handling.
I don't think that I actually.
Yabo was an
Have that
entertainment
at all.
fighter, right?
It's not out of the
So
realm of
it's-
possibility that you have wrestled one of these beasts before.
Exactly. I'm not saying it's an
Animal
easy thing to know about,
But it's not impossible.
but either Corum or Yabo would be the ones who would be most likely to know this
I
information.
don't think I can. I can't roll that at all.
Roll a d20, Yabo.
oh, it's under handle animal, not animal handle.
I sure still can't do that.
Okay.
Also-
No, neither of you know that.
Crocodiles. Okay, just because
I feel like
trust
that's
Zoe,
dangerous
Terrako is rather
knowledge.
learned. Is there any chance Terrako could know this, or do you think he's too much of a nerd?
I don't think Terrako would know this. I think this is outside the realm of his
Totally
expertise.
fair.
Although I could see more of you knowing the trick about the chicken, just because that's a mundane animal.
Well, yeah, like we come across chickens in our day-to-day lives.
Yeah, you don't come across crocodiles. Anyway, I would like another round of spot
I don't
checks,
have
please.
a neighbor who keeps crocodiles in the backyard.
Yeah, you're not in Florida.
Thank
What do you want from us?
Just another spot check.
Corum sees everything.
Hector can't see shit today.
Hector's
Yeah, you
just
have a
feeling-
-1. Does Hector need glasses?
Maybe.
Hector's just in his own head. He's distracted. Anyway, everyone who rolls above a 9 notices a Hector-sized toad. Blop, blop, just hopping.
So is that what the second lizard is? Is the toad?
Yes, let me add something to denote that this is.
Exercise toad.
Let me assign.
Terraco's gonna mutter a
You and me,
complaint that
Charity.
all the
The no
wildlife
spot
here is
gang.
bigger than him.
Let me go ahead and
Here, wait, did I
add.
say Hector?
There we go. That's
Oh, I forgot to roll the spot.
that one's a toad. Anyway, this Hector-sized dwarf in
I
height,
saw it.
giant toad hopping along. Rubbut, rubbut.
Where'd that go?
Well,
it's
the good news
basically
is
a-
he might take care of some of the Strix for us.
It's basically a really long a really wide mouth with legs. Essentially, is kind of what it looks like. Just kind of a big blob.
I like the way you
hopping
think, Madison.
along.
We just need to domesticate these toads.
That was
We'll
my
use them
plan.
like
I mean,
hunting
again,
dogs.
this is like, that's
Okay.
not necessarily outside the realm of possibility. Like, that is kind of the type of shit we're trying to do here.
You see one of the strigs kind of fly over and try to latch itself onto the toad, and let's actually see who wins this.
Okay. If the toad loses, I immediately give up any hope for them. But if it wins, I fully suggest we start a toad
The
domestication
toad
program.
domestication program.
I have a question. Why are there giant toads but normal-sized alligators?
Who's to say
Maybe
there's
it's a
not?
baby.
They come later.
Yeah,
This is a baby giant alligator, clearly.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who's to say there's not giant alligators? Anyway, let's see. What's the attack on the giant toad?
Guys, we
The
should really
phrases
be
you
on a
say
boat.
sometimes in this game.
Okay, so that's a
Where's our
pretty
fan boat?
long range. So you see the giant toad as the strig is about like 15, 20 feet out, just shoot out its tongue. Just
That's just a fucking long tongue.
very far before it quickly whips it back into its mouth before trying again as this strig tries to get in closer. But the second time, the tongue connects, sticks to the strig, pulls it in, and just chomps. Just whole in its mouth. Blop, 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 blop. Ribbit. Before it hops off its giant lily pad and carries on its way, ducking beneath the water surface as much as it can.
So should we try to bring the
I don't know.
the bugs to him?
I don't know, but we should keep it in mind. Honestly, right now I feel like I'm in favor of standing here some more and seeing what else happens. I mean, that's kind of what our goal was for this trip.
I mean,
Like,
Yeah,
okay,
you're not
we got
wrong.
strigs, we got crocodile, we got toad.
We're
We're learning here.
learning here. All sorts of animals.
let's see if we
Uh,
can get like the
could
full
we-
circle of life.
How high are these toadstools? Or are those toadstools or are those lily pads?
The lily pads are the green ones.
Okay. The
Those
purple ones then?
those are mushrooms. Those are probably Terrico shoulder height.
Okay.
And
Could-
how about these ones?
Those ones are probably about 10, 12 feet tall to the bottom of them.
And they're also mushrooms, yes.
Yes,
They don't look like the mushrooms that explode, right?
correct.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because ones these big would,
Well, I should say
That would maybe add a different
they
situation.
look similar, but you see none of the supporting evidence of the exploding mushrooms, the clay mushrooms,
I'm
clay
gonna take
mushrooms.
my little slingshot that one of Korum's group gave me, and I'm gonna try and find a rock and just shoot it at one of the mushrooms that looks similar.
Okay,
Don't want to risk anything here.
That was Zeridus.
with
Yes.
with your slingshot pulled back, you take aim and you go, tick, and your little sling pebble just kind of hits the tree stalk size mushroom stalk and plops into the water. You see the toad that had hidden away and camouflaged itself pop forward, jump onto some dry land, hop across to try to investigate what just happened.
Okay. We can direct the toads to the Sturgis.
Yeah. Alright, so
when a plan starts to
gonna-
come together. Wait, there's another thing on the
Corm-
board now. Is that another toad or another croc?
If it doesn't have the little skull symbol, it's a croc.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Are we in water or?
You guys are kind of about about 3-4 inches deep of mud.
Okay.
We're on what passes for land in our current
I'm
environment.
trying to shimmy over here. That's.
Okay,
I think
Terrico,
more out of-
as you
Oh shit.
step
Oh, boy.
into the mud a little bit further, you immediately are just submerged in cold mud and mucky water.
I
Oh,
was
fuck.
trying to follow. Corin was trying to follow Terrico. Can he like try
Cora
to?
was trying to
help
babysit
us?
Terrico.
Jericho needs it.
Can I try to help him get out?
Yeah, how are you gonna try to help him get out?
How far in is he?
From you, he's about 10 feet away.
Toss him a
Okay.
rope. We got him.
Yeah, I do have a rope. Yeah, I can toss a rope.
Because we
Like
got
do a little
those.
yeah, I'll do a little knot at the end and then give a little tossy toss to Ter.
Oh, also, I realized where you were, Terrico. As Terrico is walking forward and just kind of sinks into this kind of deeper pool of water, into this puddle of mud, you hear a loud, high-pitched shriek. A large,
I fucked up so
deep
bad.
scream as everyone but Terrico, as he's suddenly submerged in water, sees this group of mushrooms just begin vibrating rapidly. You can kind of see that it's kind of mushroom
It is
head.
always correct to be suspicious of mushrooms.
Its head kind of drops down, its gills open up, leaving little, almost like reeds, like for a woodwind instrument. As they begin vibrating, the air moves through them, kind of whistling and shrieking. And this goes on for a good 10 seconds or so before
And does it
they
seem to
eventually
have any
settle down
impact
and
on,
come
like,
back up.
the other flora and fauna in the area?
You do notice that some of the strigs kind of begin having their attention kind of brought over to it. The crocodile,
They're interested in it.
they're coming over to the noise.
Okay.
They haven't really landed
Not
or done
fleeing
anything.
from it.
Correct. What is everyone else doing as Corum is quickly taking a rope out of his backpack to throw to Terrico as he's submerged in this liquid?
I was going to help Corum with that.
Okay, yeah. You kind of just add your strength to help pull Terrico
Yeah.
out. Charity, Yabo.
I don't
Can
got a
also
lot
do
of
that.
like special adventuring skills. I kind of feel like this is where I thrive. It's just like helping my buddies out with stuff.
Being a big strong guy.
Yep. I got a sword. I can use that pretty good.
Yeah.
Can I also help him, or is that not actually gonna do it?
I don't think 3 people need to, but if you want to, you can.
If you want to feel like part of the team.
Yep.
Okay.
Charity
It's a
super
special bonding
doesn't.
moment for all of us.
This is super Charity, super not Charity scene. She can't help any of you, so she's just gonna stand there with an arrow ready just in case these fucking bugs decide to fly over.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Charity.
It's just kind of checking things out for a minute.
And once we finish hauling Terrico up, well, no, I don't know if I want to take out my sword yet, 'cause it winds up such a pain in the ass sometimes. I don't want to lose it in the mud or something stupid like that.
Eric comes up sputtering. I believe I've made a slight misstep.
It seems that way, bud.
Only having level 1
Oh,
spells is fucking
hey,
rough.
Ter, those things make very loud noises.
Yeah, I thought I heard that while I was drowning. Good to know. New mushrooms to hate.
We
New
have level
mushrooms
2
to hate.
spells. There are things I could actually do here.
Where is a token?
Back to hating the old mosquitoes?
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna pull up my crossbow and start to ready a shot.
I mean, we don't necessarily need to fight these things right this moment. It might be good to be ready for it, but I don't see any reason to initiate it necessarily at this juncture.
Yeah, I mean, I am just readying it right now.
As
Okay.
you guys are kind of recollecting yourselves after Terrico's misstep into the deeper water, you hear that same loud, ear-piercing shriek coming from these mushrooms.
Which look different, correct?
No, they're pretty much the same.
Can I roll
Oh, okay.
knowledge, nature?
Yes.
So is this little
But I
part here,
also-
is that the water?
That's the deeper water.
Okay. I was interpreting that as part of the mushroom, I think. And so I was confused.
Could I also roll
definitely
the
thought
knowledge
that was a
nature?
lily pad, and that's on me.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you.
Okay. These are things that you guys have heard about. They're not necessarily the rarest things, but typically they grow underground or in kind of dank, cooler, wet conditions. They are shriekers. They're basically mushrooms that have a symbiotic relationship with another type of mushroom that they resemble called violet fungus, where when disturbed or the ground vibrates nearby, the shriekers emit a loud, high-pitched noise to try to attract prey. And the symbiotic relationship they have with the violet fungus is the violet fungus emits a poison on creatures that gets near. It's not a stationary fungus like shriekers are. Instead, it can kind of lumber around on these mycelial pseudopods.
Hey
so it
guys,
can move.
something's coming. A walking mushroom might be on its way here soon.
Are these just rocks?
Those are just rocks and brambles.
We
Are
should
the
probably
mushrooms
get...
usually this size?
No,
Yeah.
normally they're a little bit. Normally they're not. No, yeah, no, they're pretty sizable. They're not typically small mushrooms.
But I have a feeling this walking mushroom's going to be much larger than it typically is.
Hey, Terrico, you want to get on these rocks over here, bud?
I mean,
Just so you're a
or
little
we
bit
could
out
just
of the-
leave.
Yeah, I'm good for leaving. We came to explore. We explored.
I feel like we've accomplished what we came here to do.
An exploratory mission to see what's been
We're
going
just going
on.
to walk all the way
Yeah,
back
we scoped out the
to talk and
situation.
walk all the way back out here again?
It was just half a day.
Yeah, I thought that was what the plan was.
I am
What are
covered
we-
in blood.
What are we going to accomplish by going back instead of staying here?
What
Well,
supplies
what is
maybe
gonna-
we'll
what
would
is
you be
gonna
going
be-
back for?
Right, what's going to be the positive of leaving this situation? Because otherwise we leave this, we go back, we talk about it, we come back, and we face the exact same thing. It's like, before we walk away, we should have a reason for why we're walking away, because none of us are hurt, and none of us have taken damage, we haven't used any resources.
These mushrooms streak. You see a shifting in the bush over here. A giant toad comes out of the water over here.
I was, we can leave
Oh, I
if
didn't
you
mean
guys
to. I
want
didn't
to
mean to go
leave.
that way.
But like,
I
as somebody
guess
who
maybe let's play the
relies
game
on
over
levels,
walking mushroom.
as somebody who relies on like leveling up and doing stuff, I have not been able to do anything almost this entire game campaign, other than heal you guys at the end of fights. So I'd like to advance the story.
You do know about now. You know about like these mushrooms shriek as a crocodile goes by, and cast inflict wounds. Now that you know, if you miss, it's not a big deal. Anyway,
we agreed to exploratory mission so that we could figure out what sort of like eating supplies we need and to bring more food later, since it was only half a day. Like, literally all we have to do is go back, say we're grabbing.
yeah. What are you guys grabbing? And you're back.
And what do these trees look like? Do they look like the sorts of trees that we could use the tree tent for?
No, not really. They're more kind of bush-like and scraggly. They're kind of spread out, knotted root systems and things. Anyway, I'd like everyone to roll a spot check.
Where's my thing? Corum has a better spot than Katrina does.
Robot, these
You have
mushrooms
a hard
shriek.
time spotting the spot.
Corum has a
Hey,
much
I
better
might see it.
I don't like the crocodiles close.
No, that's the giant toad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Wait, there were
Does he
there
seem
were
to
the
be aware of us?
He definitely notices you.
Does he seem to care about us?
weren't there more or more
roll
of
a-
these guys
roll
here?
a handle animal. Yeah, the frog's been eating them.
I think I also
Oh, fuck yeah.
can't roll that.
I can.
If you're proficient in handle animal, go ahead and roll a handle animal.
Oh wait, I have a +1 to it. What's it mean when it's crossed out?
That it's not a class skill. Or that might be one that you have to use train. Let me take a look at the sheet. Skills.
Those are ones that you have to have trained.
Yeah, those are ones that you have to have trained. Speak
Okay.
languages, open lock, spellcraft, use magic device.
Knowledge
temple,
Arcana.
knowledge
It
arcana.
just means you have to put points into it, right?
No, it means you're not trained in it, which means you can't make skill checks in it.
That's right. Okay.
Because it's not a class skill.
Then
But it still displays me as having a +1 just because of
Your modifier.
looks like charisma.
all of these knowledge spells should not be crossed out then. Oh no.
Okay, so let's see here. We've got man, those are some good spot checks, but unfortunately it had a very good hide check.
Oh no.
So the only one that sees this is Corum.
Hell yeah.
Did I
I did.
toggle that visibility? There we go. Toggle that visibility.
Oh, that's a different thing.
You see what is a crocodile, but instead of tough, dark green, almost brown skin and scales, you see spots of writhing yellow-white, pulling in its musculature. You see parts of it being laden bare to bone. It's
Hey, yo, that's a zombie croc over there.
Those are
missing
bone worms.
chunks of flesh.
Hey, we found the bone worms.
As
Okay, so
Corum takes out his sword.
Shriek.
and Corum, please indicate to us where it is.
Yeah, so I point. Hey, yo, that's a zombie croc over there.
Oh, is that one? Okay.
Yeah.
And it.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Go ahead and make your attack roll, but as you're shooting at it, it hides and goes underwater.
I'll draw my sword now.
Yeah, my sword is out. Oh, and I got a 15 for the toad.
You got a 15
I'm
for
very
the toad.
concerned about the toad at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely noticed you guys at this point, and it hasn't quite satiated its hunger off of a couple of mosquitoes it's eaten. It was more of an
So it's like-
appetite or appetite.
Did the toad
and-
notice the wrong croc?
No, but it
Okay.
is eyeballing Terrico.
Terrico looks like a tasty little treat to this guy.
Okay,
Just
I know
the
we wanted
one
to domesticate
sidestep.
it. I'm not gonna get eaten. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, everyone roll initiative. Here, let me just add everything to.
Where is my... Oh shit.
Oh dear. Oh my.
Oh wait, it didn't add my shit to it. It just said 3. I have a +3.
Yeah, I just rolled a d20 for you. That's bizarre.
1 second. I think it's because I did it wrong. No, it's already in the thing. Well,
I can move you up. You would have got a 6.
yeah.
Update combatant. Initiative value would have been 6.3. Everyone else's initiatives work out properly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Top of the order. Giant toad.
The monster.
So
And it's going to stick out its tongue
No!
at Terrico.
No! This is why I tried to shoot it to make it not do that.
What's your AC, Terrico? Your touch AC, or your flat-footed AC, because you haven't acted in combat yet.
Oh no, 11.
It
Sorry, I don't know why I said 11. 13.
okay. That does make a difference because it rolled a 12. So it sticks its tongue out at you, tries to grab you, fails, and then it's going to hop down off of the toad, or off of the lily pad, set off these shriekers, and it is going to be deafeningly loud for one round, where you guys can't hear each other.
By the way, have any walking mushrooms hit the scene in the meantime?
No. Not yet.
I just want to make sure that we're keeping track of all the irons in our fire here. We got a lot going on.
Yabo.
This is very calm ambience music for this fight. I
Yeah.
just think that's funny.
Yeah.
I've been playing Baldur's Gate music for my party.
Hi.
the Raphael fight music.
War.
War.
The fact that he sings his own fucking song is hilarious.
It's so fucking extra.
And it's like the one fight song with lyrics in the game. It's like the only one.
Yeah, pretty much. The voice actor for Raphael was like, if I'm getting to be this guy, I'm going to have to do my own
My own goddamn
battle
song.
music. Yeah.
This here is deep water, right?
No, that's just kind of mud. If it's not these kind of like dark blue spots, or kind of like, yeah, like cyan. Here, I'll just turn off the weather effect. While the weather effect is cool, it does make things difficult. The weird part about the effect is it takes a moment to clear away. So,
Yabo, why are you not?
yeah, so these kind of darker spots,
Oh, because I have. Okay.
these kind of darker spots, these are the deep water. The
I moved
deeper mud. The
up
other
to
thing
it.
else is difficult terrain. What's your move speed?
30?
Okay, remember each
Is
space.
it difficult terrain, you said?
Yeah, the swampy part is. The dirt
Okay.
isn't. So that's 10,
So-
15, 20, 30. Okay, yeah, you're good.
Okay.
And that's the
I punched this
mushroom
bitch
that
in the
was
face.
and that's the mushroom that was already shrieking, correct?
Yes, that's the mushroom that is currently screaming.
Flurry of blows.
Punch the shit out of this toad.
God, I don't remember how to tag multiple people.
Ooh. Yeah, that's. You get three
You just
attacks.
explode the
You get
toad?
3 attacks with flurry of blows.
I thought that was attack.
Well,
and-
isn't one of these confirming as critical?
No, he has 1 attack. And then let's see, 1d20 plus 3 plus 1 minus 2. No, 22. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But it rolled damage twice is the interesting part. Or 3 times is what I'm looking at.
Oh, is that not what it's supposed to do?
How many flurry of blows attacks do you get? Let me take a look at Yabo.
Because it looks like 2 attacks and then the critical.
Yeah, but when you expand it out, I see what Cameron's saying.
Yeah, because it has the damage rolled. An extra
I should
time.
only get the 3rd attack at level 11. I don't know why it did that.
It was confirming critical.
Well, again, if you expand it out, if you look at the damage, it
Oh.
rolled damage 3 times.
But it is weird because it
Ability.
says that the first one was a crit.
Also, it's saying
the first
8
attack
ability.
is from 2.
Your ability score modifier is not +8 on that. That's 100% sure.
That would be.
Does it double?
That'd be pretty
your ability
sick.
score for critical hits or no? Because that's what it looks like. The first attack says ability 4, and then the second, the second attack, first one that says 22 says ability 4, and then the last one is
Attack
ability 8
details.
for some reason.
22, 1d damage details. Yeah, I wonder if it's because it was a crit, it showed the attack roll twice. Because it didn't roll. Either
How
that
much
or.
damage did it apply? That would be the best way to look
Yeah.
at it.
No,
Did it
totems,
apply
it didn't.
17 and 5, or did it just apply 17?
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's just click this and see. No check. Okay, it applied the 17.
Yeah, so it is confirming the critical. I just don't know why it rolled damage for.
Yeah, it didn't roll the 5. Does the 17 have the Yeah, I don't know why that did that. But the first attack would have missed. Yeah. So the 14 misses. So you do still do 17 points of damage.
Brad.
Which is, in fact, enough to kill it.
Damn. Just
Oh,
punched
no!
its heart out.
I didn't want to punch it to death.
So as you go in to punch the giant
Good at
toad,
punching, Yabo.
you notice that there are a bunch of small thorny spikes that line its skin. I need you to make a DC 14 reflex save.
Oh no.
Do I ever take a shot with spike stuff?
Honestly, if you fail this reflex save, I feel like you won't be disappointed. But unfortunately, you do succeed.
Unfortunately.
He was gonna get so stoned.
What do you mean I won't be disappointed?
Yeah.
Am I gonna turn into a fucking frog? What the fuck?
You've just gotten really high.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, you punch the frog real hard, the toad real hard. You manage to not impale your fist on its spiky skin, as you just kind of catch it right in its mouth as it's like opening it to kind of rib it, and just kind of punch straight through the top of its mouth and just heavily
Hey, dude,
concuss
I
it.
was trying to Pokemon that shit. I just wanted to concuss it and then fucking capture it. I didn't want to kill it.
Well, you know, there might be more giant toads.
You probably should have specified
Yeah,
that you wanted to do a non-lethal blow then, motherfucker.
Oh, actually, that is a good point. It is not necessarily dead. It is just at -3 hit points and dying.
But sure, and he's saying that.
And,
Cure minor.
and we
cure minor
don't
wound.
currently know the location of the wrong crocodile, correct?
No. The last place it was seen was over here.
Was right the fuck next to us.
Yes.
Like a wrong squirrel?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Very wrong.
Anyway, that was
Can I
Yabo's
bandage
turn.
it up? Is that allowed?
Toad?
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sure it'll appreciate me bandaging it.
And then it will be your lifelong friend.
Exactly.
after you
I think
punch
he
it in
needs
the
to roll
face.
a handle
Life.
animal. Hey, Stockholm syndrome can
And
happen
is
with
there a
animals
button I
too.
have to press to end?
I skipped. I moved forward already. Don't worry.
Okay.
Anyway, the zombie croc is going to first remind me that I need to actually roll its hit points because it's a zombie and that's a modifier. Okay, cool.
Hey, we can't see that.
Yeah, that's the point. And it's going to go in for a full attack consisting of a bite and a tail slap at...
Have any channel divinities yet? Or is that not a thing in 3.5?
You get the... you get Turn Undead. That's just... All clerics get those, but then instead of the channel divinities, you get the... the domain things, the domain features. So you have your knowledge domain.
Gotcha.
And
Is
your-
Turn Undead just a spell then?
Huh? What was that?
Is Turn Undead just a spell then?
It's not a spell. It's an ability you can use.
Okay, I'm not sure where it is. Sorry to interrupt. My bad.
You're good. This will be relevant, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just lay down.
Let me... turn or rebuke dead.
Ah, there it is. I just found it. It's in the combat section.
Yep.
Any cleric, regardless of lives, has effect to undead creatures by channeling this faith through his holy or unholy symbol. Gotcha. Cool.
I
Number
love
of
that it
equals to
provides
3
the
plus
option for it to
charisma
be an
modifier.
unholy symbol.
Yeah, if you're like an evil cleric. Anyway, it's going to do a full attack
Yeah.
on Corum, consisting of a bite.
No, speaking as a fellow evil religious official.
Yes. Corum, what is your flat-footed AC?
13.
It will succeed on its bite.
Oh dear.
And you will take 1d8 plus that's amount of damage. Let me take a look here. And you will take 8 points of damage from the bite.
What if I don't want to?
I'm sorry.
What if I don't?
And then it's going to try to slap you with its tail. And that is
Okay, but what if this is a democracy and I also don't want it to happen to Corum?
I'm sorry. You can try to initiate a democracy.
I would be willing to throw my weight behind and not wanting it to do that, Birdie.
We could make it do more damage, if you'd prefer. Because unfortunately, the next attack was a crit, or it was a nat 20. I will roll to confirm.
We should have left 3 turns ago.
And it is, in fact, going to crit.
Yeah, I'm really wishing that.
And this is where we die.
Okay.
I mean, sure, we would
Great.
have come back and had this
Alone in a
exact
You know
Bob.
what? That's fine.
But
Corum has. I have a great backup character, guys.
And you will
Form's
take
gonna be
another
fine.
8 points of damage as the zombie croc bites you in the leg, rips its teeth away, snaps its body around, and whips you with its heavy, decaying tail across the head for 8 points of damage.
Great. Okay, so I'm at a 1, but I'm at a plus.
oh
It's
my
a
God.
plus
I
1.
have few feet.
It's fine.
And
I already
Added
took out my.
effect.
I already took out my weapon earlier.
and it's Terrico's turn.
Terrico,
Wow.
Really
baby, but you can't.
can do in this situation.
Have
Hey
you?
guys, don't remember we can't fucking talk to each other because we can't hear each other.
You can see Corum is, in fact, bleeding heavily and possibly concussed, though.
Yabo doesn't know
Does
that
God
though.
I think I would've
hear
noticed
my
that.
words for me to cast spells?
No, you just have to
Okay,
say
cool.
them. If you were silenced,
And-
that would be different.
Remind me what we know of bone worm transmission.
They basically, when they kill something, they'll then split off part of the colony into the corpse, where the bone worms then begin eating the body like maggots and reconstituting its muscular system with themselves by
But
biting
But they don't start
into the
doing
bones.
that part until after the thing is dead.
Correct.
But if I remember right, they only control dead things. Like, they don't
Yes.
actively infect living bodies.
Correct.
Okay.
Um,
So Corum would have to die and fail death saving throws and then be dead before he started being.
well,
like,
in 3.5,
Can
it's not
get
death
wet
saving
miles.
throws. It's just once
Whatever.
you hit negative 10 HP, you die.
okay.
But you roll to stabilize, which is sort of like death saving throws, or
You
1
do what
point
I
of magical healing. Yeah. Corum will have to go through the process of death to become infected.
Yeah.
And
So,
if I
it's the
do,
bone
I got a buddy. She's pretty great.
And she'll have to kill a bone worm infested Corum.
That'll be a
Okay,
fun.
if
boss
I
I'm sure you
stand
guys can
here,
kill me
can I get a
first.
clear shot at the zombie gator?
Yes.
Do we have healing potions? I don't think we've ever talked about this before.
I think you can make them.
Okay.
It's just one of those things that we never actually went and did the magic item creation part.
Yeah.
A 19
I would like to.
will hit.
Let's put that on the agenda.
I would like to point out. I made a Resident Evil reference earlier that nobody caught because it was not,
Was it a bad reference, honey?
It, well, no, it was just vague enough to where only people inside my head would get it.
Okay. I would argue that that constitutes a bad reference.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Um,
Anyway, the point is, but now we're fighting a zombie alligator. Just throwing that out there. That's a Resident Evil thing.
You're not in a sewer yet, though. Anyway, Terrico, that will hit. But as you shoot the gator, you notice that it seems pretty much unperturbed by the shot that you took as the...
Well, of course it doesn't give a fuck. It's
Um,
dead.
as the crossbow bolt sticks between the fake muscular fibers that are the bone worms in this creature, and they just kind of wiggle around it as it gets worked its way out before it plops into the water next to it. You
we
kind
knew
of get
piercing
the...
damage wasn't good, but I only have piercing damage.
We have 4 vials of holy water.
Alright. Anything else you doing, Terrico? Any more movement?
So...
Do you not have a
Geez,
dagger?
I'm trying to remember. I do have a dagger, I'm realizing. I guess I could slash with the dagger. And I have a base attack bonus of 1 now, so am I allowed to put away and pull out a weapon, or as I move, or I'm only allowed to do 1, right?
I think you can do 1. So you can drop the crossbow. But also you only took a 5-foot step, so you still have your move action too. So
Yeah. So,
I'd say go ahead and you can
so
do
could
both.
I put away the crossbow and move more? Because I don't want to be close to this thing.
Yeah, you can put away the crossbow and move more. You just can't take out the dagger.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do that next turn. Okay.
Cool.
I'm here now. That makes me feel slightly better until something else gets me. I have no weapons in my hand. I'm sure that won't come back to bite me.
No.
Of course not.
All right. I got my longsword in my hand.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to fucking hit it.
Yep.
Nope, That's not what I want.
Yep, that's your sword, Corum. There it is.
Hey, listen here, it's
Everybody
been
look.
a fucking. Does this count as an animal?
No.
Okay.
I mean, in what context are you asking?
For a favored enemy.
Okay. Let me see if what it says. It can be added. Okay. A creature type changes to undead. It retains any subtype. So it is, in fact, not an animal anymore because it is an undead instead.
Makes sense.
Okay. Fine.
And
That's what I did.
You take out your longsword and you give it a good swipe, but unfortunately, you're still a little bit dazed from getting whacked in the head by the tail, you just barely miss the creature as it's turning back around to try to go in, presumably for a second bite.
This seems bad for us.
I can be within the thing. I just can't leave, right? I can't leave the 5 foot.
You could take a 5-foot step, and that doesn't cause opportunity attacks if you leave it.
Okay.
But yes, you can stay anywhere within range of it, and not also not take opportunity attacks.
Wait, I can take a 5-foot step outside of its range,
Yes.
and
But that's all the move you can do then.
that's fine. I just want to be a little
All
bit
the moves
further
she
away.
needs to do.
Basically, just for like ranged people.
Yeah, for ranged people, or you can. It kind of makes the battles a little bit more dynamic because if like you're in melee and you take a step back, they take a step forward. Like it makes the fights kind of move as opposed to 5th edition where everyone just kind of stands there because you have to take a whole ass action or be a rogue to not stand there and take the AOO.
Makes sense.
All right. Charity.
Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to grab 2 of my holy water and hand them to Hector,
Okay.
and then I want to cast Turn Undead.
Right, so handing the holy water, that'll be your move.
Okay.
And then make a certain number of times. We'll take 5 more ranks in knowledge. Do you have 5 or more ranks in knowledge religion?
I think so.
Let's take a look.
No,
No. Okay.
I have 1.
Okay. That's kind of what I figured. Turn or rebuke undead. The first roll a turning check. This is a charisma check. 1d20 plus your charisma modifier.
So just a D20. Let's do this. I didn't know charisma would be part of
D&D.
this thing. Otherwise, I may have rolled stats a little differently.
Might have done some things different
4. I don't think it's gonna work.
at various points.
Turning check results cleric level -2. Maximum hit dice. It does not. It has 3 hit dice and not 0, unfortunately.
Unfortunate. Damn, I really didn't know charisma was gonna be that important. I'd have dumped strength.
You have strength?
I have 12. I dumped charisma because I was like, clerics don't need charisma.
I mean, I think this is more true to Charity's form, though, to be fair.
Yeah, that is true.
Like-
it makes sense for character.
Yeah.
But I would have built the character differently, you know?
I mean, you don't take a penalty to it, right? That's the big
I
thing.
know. Yeah.
And
I don't take
if you suddenly become very devout and religious, you get a +2 bonus. Anyway, and you can do that a number of times per day equal to 3 plus your charisma modifier.
the 3. And
So
then
3.
I'm gonna... Is there more space?
I mean, yes, but you used your move action to give Hector the
Right. I'm
bottle, so
sorry.
you only have 5 feet you can take. All right.
Oh, we both ended my turn.
Hector.
So now the question becomes, does Hector know enough to know the most effective way to use the holy water against the croc? Because the mushroom, we still can't hear, right?
Correct. The shrieking should
So I
end
can't
on
ask Period,
Yabo's
like,
turn.
Like,
I mean, the
I'm
last
trying to
time we did it, we
decide-
just broke the bitch over its head. I'm pretty sure.
if I should
Yeah.
try to splash it, or if I should. I was thinking about dousing my sword with it. But I don't know if that like sanctifies the weapon or if the water just falls off of it, you know? So I guess yeah, I'll just try to step forward.
I gave you 2.
Does that get me in range to just try to splash it?
It's a ranged touch attack no matter what with an increment of 10 feet, so you could do it back from where you were. You didn't have to move forward.
Oh, from where I was even?
Yeah.
Actually, probably be better because you get negatives for being closer, don't you?
I believe so.
They called chopsticks sushi sticks. I find that very funny.
You get a...
Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay, they would get an AOO from firing in melee.
Yeah. Unless you want to get hit.
But if I just stay where I was, then that doesn't happen?
Correct.
Okay, then yeah. Okay, and so I need to roll what?
It's a ranged touch attack, so it would just be a d20 plus your dex.
Okay, which is, okay, a 0. Again, on just the flat d20 train.
And that will hit. And then that does 2d4 damage. That does 4 points of damage.
It ain't nothing.
It ain't nothing. As you lob this vial of holy water on this already kind of wet zombie crocodile. But you can kind of see the bone worms that are below it just kind of writhe and wiggle in pain as if they kind of almost get dissolved and partially shrivel up from the attack. Yabo.
As I move, I pull out my quarterstaff, and I would like to just give it a good old bonk.
A good old-fashioned whack.
Good old bonk.
Whack him a couple times. With the flurry of blows, you know.
Okay, and that first attack will hit. But as you kind of connect, you notice that it's not as effective as you would have expected. It does do damage. It does hurt it. But the impact is significantly softened. Oh, that should actually be up to 8.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait,
no, that's
why
right.
is it only 3?
That's right. That is right. Damage resistance isn't half. It varies depending on the creature and things. It's a numeric value.
It's scaly, so it's not quite damaging.
Well,
it's dead.
It's dead. It's a basically a flesh puppet controlled by a hive mind of worms, right?
You know, it's a zombie.
It's a zombie.
Can I move here?
It will get
up all my movement.
Well, remember it was difficult terrain, so it was 10, 20, 30 to get to where you are.
Okay, so I cannot move. I guess I will just brace for impact.
As you brace for impact. With a nice, fresh, new, tasty corpse in front of it, it's going to do a full attack on...
Slash R? No, not slash R. What the fuck is it? How do I end?
I just did it, don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's going to do
I mean, if you tell me how to do it, I can do it.
It's back on the combat tab.
Yeah.
At the bottom when it's your turn, there will be a button that says end turn.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought, but for some reason, I don't know.
What is your AC, JJ?
I'm dead. No, I don't know. Hold on. $18.
You are not dead,
Please don't hit me, please don't hit me.
as you manage to luckily kind of on the partially dry ground that you're standing on here defending Corum. As it kind of goes in for a bite, you manage to just kind of hop up using your quarterstaff as a brace to try to balance for a moment to keep your feet off the ground. As it comes in with the tail swipe, you quickly pick up the quarterstaff and drop back down to your feet, dodging its attacks.
Nice.
Tiriko.
It's kind of like you said, Kiriko.
Kiriko.
Cheerios.
I forgot to move the ambient
boy.
creatures.
See, I put away my crossbow because it did barely any damage, but now I realize that I die in one hit. Oh no. That's what charity's for, right? 2, 3, 4. Pull up my dagger. And do my best.
And do your best.
I stepped too far away that I can't try and go around and flank it. It's also in deep water, so I guess flanking would be
It's
harder,
kind of on the edge of some deep water where it's at currently, but yeah, if you were to go to get flanking, you would be in the deep water.
I only want it because of my sneak attack. I feel like
You don't get sneak attack on undead.
Oh, you don't?
Nope.
Well, okay, fuck.
They don't
Cool.
have any, critical organs.
Yeah, it makes sense. I just forgot about that since
Yeah.
5th edition doesn't
Doesn't care about
care
it.
about that sort of thing.
5th edition's so much
All
less
right.
realistic, a zombie, a crocodile infested with a worm that reanimated its corpse, getting sneak attack damage against that. That's too far. That's
too
too
far, I mean.
unrealistic. Anyway, you go in, you try to stab it, but as you're trying to stab it, Yabo's doing his dodge moves and this thing's spinning and twisting and trying to grab. So as you try to go in and slice at it, you just kind of cut the air. So
My new hope is that it won't even realize I'm there.
all right. Corum.
Hello. Perfect timing. Maybe, I don't know.
Difficult terrain.
Yeah, any of the swamp terrain is
Oh.
difficult.
So I can't take. Can you take a 5-foot step in difficult terrain?
I'd say yeah.
Okay.
I think it's reasonable.
Okay, I didn't die while I was away, so that's good.
You've got 2 flesh shields in front of you.
I got 2 flesh shields.
One of them a better shield than the other.
Hey, man. I mean, I could
That
probably
Terrace
hit
is
him
a
over
great
your head, so
shield.
there's...
Yeah.
Huh. But that does limit my actions.
Takes a pot shot at a Sturg, just for the extra XP. That is
Oh wait,
deep
that's
water.
the water. Yeah. I put it over there, and then I remembered. It's fine. We're doing. I didn't drop the chest piece. I just moved. I don't necessarily need to move that person.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if you touch it, you're supposed to.
I have to
it.
move. Yeah, I have to move.
Yeah.
I don't have to move
You
it
don't have to
to
move
there.
it there. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you didn't take your hand off.
Yeah. Adjusting.
Yeah, exactly. This one can move there. And then scream.
And then scream
Beautiful.
Okay. It starts screaming.
Yeah, do.
Oh boy.
Wait. Wait. Where's the thing? Where am I? Who am I?
Are you Jean Valjean?
I believe I might be. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
This is that's not the token I would have expected for that. None of the tokens here actually make sense, so that's fine.
Okay, can I switch? Oh, fuck.
Pay no attention to that.
Corin would be the only one that could spot it anyway, Cameron.
It's not nearly as scary as it looks.
Okay. With my 5-foot step, can I switch weapons?
I mean, you can take out a weapon, or put a weapon
Okay.
away. As part of your move action. So yeah, I'd say if you're doing your full round to do that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That's fine.
Then I'll take out the longbow, but I won't shoot anyone in the back with it.
As
And
long
we
as
all appreciate it.
as long as no one starts,
Unless they become a zombie, then I might.
yeah.
I think you'd be justified at that point.
Okay. My action.
Yippee! God damn it, Corum walked one step too far away. So I'm going to cast Turn Undead again.
Okay.
5, 10, 20, move away.
Let me pull up the Turn Undead page again.
Oh, let me. I can. Pretty sure I can like see if I can actually cast it. Like an action. There you go.
Max HP, max hit die 1, dice roll. Oh, that's kind of neat. That's max HP 2 minus 1 because you rolled a 9. Let me just make sure this is correct. Unfortunately, it is not one hit die.
Darn.
So it is not turned.
Wait.
I will also say, healing magic does hurt undead.
Oh. I'm confused. So, can I only ever turn something that has 1 hit die?
No. So there's a table. Depending on your roll, it changes based on your cleric level. Like if you were to roll a 0 or lower, it's your level minus 4. But if you were to roll a 10 to a 12, it's your level and hit die. 13 to 15, it's your level plus 1. 16 to 18, it's your level plus 2. So it's just
because I rolled a 9, it's my level plus 1.
It's your level minus 1.
Minus 1. Gotcha.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Like the first time you rolled what, a 4 on the Turn Undead,
Yeah, I think so.
which is 4 to 6 is cleric level minus 2.
Gotcha. That makes sense. I did not know how cleric works.
Yes. I mean, even in 5th edition, how often do you use Turn Undead?
Not often.
Yeah.
I was just hoping to get some free
Okay.
opportunity attacks.
Don't you have cause fear?
I'm just
I do, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you used last time.
I didn't think cause fear would work super well on our undead, but
Yeah,
I might be wrong.
I don't know. I don't think they have anything specifically that makes them immune to being frayed. Which is something you would be aware of.
5 HD or less flees for 1d4. Oh, cool.
Yeah, no, I don't see anything on here that says that they would be immune to frightened. Which makes sense, because, they can technically be turned, right? And that's basically scaring an undead. In a weird sort of way.
But I was trying to save some spells, but that's not gonna work. Gonna have to heal this goddamn zombie.
And Corum.
Yeah, Corum, he's not down yet. He's fine.
with Corum, we're maximizing the efficiency of the
You get
healing.
healing when you're down or the fight's over. That's kind of the...
Yeah, that's fair. That is correct. Hector, you're up.
I'm just gonna throw the other thing of holy water at it.
All right. That's roll another d20. Confirm that crit. That crit is confirmed.
Oh, is it? What? So what is it to confirm it?
You just have to hit.
Okay.
So the nat 20 is a guaranteed hit, even if you couldn't hit it otherwise. Like if it was like an AC 35 and you rolled a nat 20, that's a guaranteed hit, but then you have to roll to confirm the crit. And if you would hit, that confirms it. That means you do the extra damage. So because you rolled the 20...
So what am I rolling for damage?
You can...
44?
Yeah, it depends on how we want to do it. 4d4 or 2d4 when we double it. The choice is yours. I think we typically just do roll the dice an extra time. So, 4d4.
Yeah.
That's the more fun way of doing it. So that's a good question. How did it roll that crit for JJ earlier? Did it roll...
He just crit twice. He crit and then crit on the confirmation.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the damage dice. Yeah, it rolled 2d6.
It did double his ability score. Is that just a 3.5 thing?
I don't know why it did that. I don't think it normally does that. Let me check.
That's the only thing I was.
That is the weird one.
I know there are some games where it's like just double all damage.
Yeah.
But D&D is usually specifically the die.
Okay, roll the damage with all modifiers multiple times, and total the results.
Oh, neat.
For example, if you sneak attack with a 3d6 rapier, or if you sneak attack for 3d6 with a rapier, 1d8, and have a strength of +2, and weapon specialization +2, your normal attack is 1d8 +4 3d6. And then a critical hit is 1d8 +4 times 2 3d6. And it's only the weapon's base damage. So you wouldn't double crit on a sneak attack, it looks like. But you do add the ability score modifier twice. Which is interesting. I suppose that makes sense, because the sneak attack's already basically a critical in a way, because you're striking at a weak position or a vulnerable spot or something. And that's...
I'm pretty sure that's just how they buffed Rogue going into 3.5.
Yeah, well, you mean into 5th edition?
5th edition, sorry.
Yeah.
Going from 3.5.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, 44, 12 points of damage. Nice. That's a total of 19. It's limping along. It's bloodied and beaten and not quite dead.
That was like full damage, right? Because it was holy water.
I say, does holy water do max damage? Yeah. It's the holy water is the 2d4.
Cool.
So, that was pretty close to full max damage. 2 4s, a 3, and a 1.
Oh, sorry, not max. I just meant it's not like they're not resistant to the holy water.
Correct. Yeah, it's like acid. No. Anyway, it is Yabo.
I'm so glad that I hit it with the holy water both times. I was so worried that I was going to fuck up and waste the holy water.
I think I'm just gonna beat it with a stick, even though I know it doesn't do as much.
When all you have is a hammer.
As it's kind of writhing and wiggling in pain from the holy water that just hit it, it's kind of hard to get a good connection to. And so your 2 attacks just kind of go over, kind of splashing into the puddle next to you. And you're going to...
I thought that a 14 hit.
You had your modifier to that 14 that you rolled.
Also, it was a touch attack.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Because it doesn't care about armor, because, you're not... As long as you hit them physically, it's going to burn them.
That makes sense.
That's the distinction there. Anyway, Yabo, you stepped away. You did not take a 5-foot step. It is going to take an AOO on you.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm holding on.
Going seriously through his character sheet.
Evasion. I don't see anything in here that would stop you from. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in here that would make it so that you don't take an AOO.
Okay, I was thinking combat reflexes, which gives me an extra.
It gives you an extra AOO. Anyway, it rolled a 14 plus 6, so that is a 20. It is going to hit with its bite. D8 plus. And you are going to take 9 points of damage.
Ow.
Ow. And then it is its turn. It's going to take a step forward. And it's going to try to take a bite out of Quorum. What's your AC, Quorum?
I'm not flat-footed anymore, right?
Correct.
So 16.
It will hit with the bite. It will miss
Oh,
with the
Christ.
tail.
Okay. So I'm down.
Jesus Christ. And you will take 6 points of damage, going to -5.
Oh boy.
Healing start from 0.
Uh,
Negative.
It starts from negative. You don't get put back up to 0. But 1 point of magical healing will stabilize.
Gotcha.
If it becomes relevant, which it probably will on Quorum's turn, we'll go over how. Well, it will become relevant unless Terrico makes a medicine check or something, which I doubt. Because it's Terrico's turn. We'll go over how death works.
Yeah.
Ooh, fun.
Don't really have anything that can help with that. So I'm just gonna do my best again. It is not much.
Great try, Terrico.
Good effort. Good effort.
I can take a 5-foot step without getting an attack of opportunity, right?
Correct, yes. Okay.
Look, I'm between two bigger people. Get them.
Eat them. Eat them, not me.
That's where you love to be.
Alright. Quorum, you are dying.
Yep.
So what that means is you have a... every round, you lose 1 hit point, but you can... there's a 10% chance of becoming stable, which stops the loss of HP over time. So, roll me a percentile. If you roll a 90 or above, you are stabilized.
Does that chance increase?
You are stabilized.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Does
No,
that chance increase?
it does not.
No. So
It
it's
is-
just 10% always.
It is just 10%. If you fail, it's down a hit point.
Gotcha.
So,
Did you just do it as 100 to make it more exciting than being a 10?
I like the higher numbers to be the better options.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's valid. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't something I was missing about
No,
it.
there's no mechanical difference. It's just more fun now.
If you roll
Big
between
number, more
50
fun.
and 60%, that's a success.
Yeah, if you roll a value with a 0 in the tens place, that is a success. You know. Or 0 in the ones place, that is a success. But anyway, Corum, good news. You don't lose a hit point. You were just on -5 and unconscious.
Fine, man. This fight ain't for me anyway.
Alligator on its turn is going to coup de grace you and swallow you whole. You are now dead.
He has other people to attack.
Charity.
Hey, 10, 20. I'm going to cast.
The green isn't difficult.
Oh, wonderful. 5, 10.
Remember diagonals are weird though, so it is 15.
Oh, 15. Whatever. Anyway.
At least it didn't somehow wind up the same.
Roll. Darn, you're still negative.
-1.
Hey, man. I'm not bleeding out. I don't give a fuck.
5 step.
Don't you get a bonus? Oh, to your cure spells for something?
Yes.
Is it just 2?
Yes.
Okay, is it just your? Oh yeah, because it's your.
My level. +1 per level. Max +5. I don't know if that's level of
Hold on.
spell.
You've got a life. Are you life domain?
Yes.
Okay, I think you have a life domain feature that does something. Hold on.
Didn't it add it? God damn it. Charity being broken.
Class features, feats. I'll just look up life domain.
It's under spell school and domain. You cast spells at 1 caster level. So it's at a 3, so it's still only 2.
You guys are level 2, so it'd be.
Oh, so it's 3.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking halved for some weird reason.
So you actually go up to
2
0 HP.
It'd be 7.
Hold on. You
4
rolled.
plus 3.
You rolled a 2.
Oh, it already added that in. My bad.
Yeah, it already added your default cleric level.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I'm at 0.
So you're at 0.
What a wild ride.
What a wild ride. So you are disabled, which means you can take a single move or standard action each turn, but not both. You can take standard move actions without injuring yourself, but if you perform a standard action, you take 1 point of damage after the fact.
And I use my 5-foot move to give one of my last 2 holy waters to Yabo.
I'm going to say probably not, because you did use your move
Gotcha.
action.
Not a problem. That's it.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, Corum, you're at 0. You're conscious. Hector.
I have a question real quick. Can we hear each other?
No.
Nope.
Okay. I was just wondering if that ended.
Nope.
I have a feeling that that particular mushroom might be shrieking for quite some time yet.
I'm excited.
Can I go punch that instead?
I mean, that's up to you.
Okay. So if I just step forward to get in range here, that's just my 5-foot step, and so that's not an AOO, correct?
Moving into range isn't an AOO in general. It's moving out of range.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to hit it with my sword.
Okay. You,
I
in
didn't do it
fact,
very good.
unfortunately, do not hit it with your sword. It's kind of murky and hard to get your footing. You're a dwarf. You're used to stable ground. Corum, you just saw nearly die, fall face first, unconscious into the mud.
It's a stressful situation.
Yeah, he's barely standing. Terrico is trying to poke the zombie with a butter knife.
With his teeny little dagger.
And you
What a fucking thumbtack.
You just threw some acid at it, and you're just all over the place. And you just kind of
I was
swing
a little
wide.
bit in ranged mode.
Exactly, yeah. All right.
Okay. That's it then.
Yabo, it is still screaming.
Cracking spells is kind of annoying.
I would like to swap to my crossbow. And then I'm gonna shoot that bitch.
Okay, you drop your quarterstaff,
Or do
take
I
out
have
your
to load the
crossbow.
crossbow?
You'd have to load the crossbow.
Do
That'd
I
be.
have to drop it? Can I not use that a movement action?
Well, if you want to take out and load a crossbow, that would be your move action.
Okay.
And so you would have to drop the quarterstaff.
I would have to drop the quarterstaff.
And I, man, I
Swapping
can't
it
say, I
would be
can't
my
say anything
full
to him
round
either, can
action.
I?
Nope.
Damn it. I gotta walk away before I metagame.
So swapping my quarterstaff for my crossbow is a full round action then, without dropping.
And you're also hella close.
Yeah, it would. Without putting away your crossbow or your quarterstaff, and taking out the crossbow, that is your full move. You would not be able to load and shoot.
Okay.
Because it would be a move action to load the crossbow. If you drop the quarterstaff, you can take out the weapon and load it, because you can draw a single weapon as part of a move action, and then the move action would be to load the crossbow. Then you would be able to attack, but your quarterstaff would just be on the ground next to you.
Okay. But I can put my quarterstaff away and without my fists.
Yes.
Without any problem.
Yes, that would be...
I'm gonna punch the shit out of this goddamn thing.
You put away your quarterstaff, you take your fists out of your backpack. Unfortunately...
God damn it.
It's a little low, you're a little tall. Hector's trying to come at it with a sword. Corum's just became conscious. It's loud, it's hectic. And you just kind of...
Jericho's there.
Punch into him, but you're a little distracted, so it's not with enough power to do anything. Terrico's there. I would like everyone to make me a spot check.
Oh my.
Jesus.
Do it at my regular. I don't have to have any disability for this, right?
No.
Oh boy. The worst spot check yet.
Corum's gonna see it. Oh, that is the worst spot check. Corum doesn't see it. I'm on the ground.
Everyone
Jordan is currently on the toilet.
Okay. What I would like you to do, Rovan, is I would like you to click... You know how Foundry works.
Yes.
I would like you to click onto his character sheet and roll a spot check. So it'll just be a button, like a little die under skills, or under summary, that has a spot... Actually, I can just roll it. What am I doing?
Okay.
It's easier that way. Okay, he got a 7. He doesn't notice it. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Ruffin, get the fuck out of here. We don't need you.
Thank you for letting us know. He said he had to step away before he started metagaming. So
You're welcome.
To the bathroom makes a lot of sense. Anyway, Corum, Yabo, Terrico, you all notice this deep purple spotted, large kind of almost like pitcher plant shaped mushroom, kind of struggling and crawling with these kind of mycelial pseudopods, pulling itself very, very slowly through the muck and the mud towards you from the south.
A shiny weaving bell is coming to attack us, is what I got out of that.
Anyway. Zombie Croc's turn.
Did Yabo figure it out?
No, Yabo just punched it.
Good.
Anyway, it's going to go and... It doesn't know that Corum is conscious yet, because he hasn't acted. So it thinks it's good as a prey it will get. It's going to take a bite at Hector with a 14 to hit. and a tail at Hector with a 17. I believe the tail will hit, but the bite will not.
What were the numbers? My AC is a 14. What were the numbers again?
Oh, they both will hit then. Never mind.
Great.
It was a 14 and a 17.
Your regular AC or your like flat-footed touch?
My AC is 14, my touch is 10, and my flat foot is also 14.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you don't have a dex bonus. It's all your armor.
Yes.
Okay, so the bite will go into you, and it will do 10 points of damage.
Jesus.
And the tail... a d20 is not the right die to roll for damage there.
Why not?
And the tail will do 4.
Alrighty.
And then it's
No, I
going to
didn't
just
want
stay
to-
there. Terico.
Alright, what part is difficult terrain again? Could I get here? Because that's on
Yeah, that's
land.
well, down here next to Corum, that's deep water.
Oh, that's deep water? Sorry, I had to dim my screen because my battery is shit. Okay, so there's no way I can get flanking.
Nope.
Cool.
Not where
That
it's
will
at
continue
currently.
to be terrible. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna run up, do my 5-foot step, and try to attack it because my crossbow is bad and my knife is bad.
Unfortunately, that will not hit.
That has been my highest roll this entire time. I've just been getting garbage rolls.
Yeah, no karmic dice for you.
Yeah. Okay, and if I move away now, it can attack me, and its bite will literally kill me in one hit. So I guess, again, I will stay here. Well, it won't kill me. It will knock me out in one hit.
Okay. I don't have a lot of options either. I am standing.
No, you were unconscious, so you are not standing.
Okay. I didn't think I was standing. And I'm disabled right now, right?
Yeah, so you can take
So
a
I can only-
move, or oh, actually, hold on. Let me take a look and see what standing actually requires.
I mean,
Standing
could
up-
he roll?
Standing up from a prone position requires a move action and provokes attacks of opportunity.
Okay. But I can do a 5-foot movement without
You can
provoking an attack of opportunity, right?
You can crawl 5 feet as a move action. Crawling incurs attack of opportunities from any attacker who threaten you at any point of your crawl. If you move, you will get AO'd.
Okay. I don't want that. What are the other options that I can do?
You can try to make
Lay
an
down and
attack
die.
from prone, and take 1 hit point of damage after the fact.
Could he hold his action?
You could hold your action, yes, that is also true. You could delay your
Maybe
turn.
the croc will move.
Are you going
I don't know
to
if it would help at all.
are you going to wait until something happens and then do your turn? Because if you don't do anything, your turn's already kind of wasted. But you might want to wait for an opportunity, like, oh, if the croc moves away, or if someone helps me stand up, or something. That would be hard to communicate with the Shrieker still screaming. Oh, also, Charity, there's a giant purple mushroom slowly making its way from the south. You were caught
Yeah,
for that.
Broken told me.
Okay. Are you just going to hold your turn until the end of the round?
Yeah. Can I hold my turn? But also, I see this guy. Can I try to make a doe eyes at the crocodile to see if I can Okay, I know wild empathy normally requires a normal condition. Can I try to make a very quick
Are you
doe
trying
eye
to
at
see if
the?
you can get this regular crocodile to pity you so much that it goes and fights the zombie crocodile?
I want the regular crocodile to come over here, and then this crocodile, the bad one, will fucking attack it because it's a regular one and doesn't have the bone mat or the bone stuff.
It's been nearby for a while. It's just kind of been vibing. I'll say you've been within 30 feet for a minute. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Go ahead and make a diplomacy check for me, Katrina.
Diplomacy?
And then you add your ranger level and your charisma modifier. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
No, it's not a diplomacy check. It's a d20 plus your ranger level plus your charisma modifier.
Okay. I'm level 2 plus 1, so it's
A d20 plus 3.
yeah. Where the fuck is my? Okay, there we go.
Well, Katrina tries to use eye communication with this crocodile.
Hey,
I
man.
would like to point out that I do work at 7 a.m.
Yeah, we should wrap up pretty soon.
Well, we're getting to that point.
I got an 18. That's pretty good.
It's not angry. It's there. We'll see what it does.
Okay.
But that's your turn.
Or doesn't do.
I'm not going to say wild empathy would be strenuous enough to influence it, so I'm not going to make you go back to dying from that.
Thanks. I'm just like blowing. I'm on the ground.
Just like fluttering your eyelashes, like nodding
You
your
know-
head.
You know how when you're with cats, to make them like you like close your eyes and do the long blink? That's what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Long blinks don't take a lot of energy.
No.
Okay.
Charity.
I don't know. It says I have 0 of 3 charges of turn undead, but I've only used it twice, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna give myself 1 charge so I can use the last charge. Do you mean there are no charges left? There we go.
Maximum. Hey, that's good. That's good enough. That is a success.
Finally
on this
did
boy.
it.
If you roll high enough to at least summon the undead within 60 feet, roll 2d6 plus your cleric level plus your charisma modifier. Okay. That's the number of hit dice you can turn. You can turn enough of them. They are fleeing from you by the best and fastest means available to them. They flee for 10 rounds. If you approach, they overcome being... If you get within 10 feet, they are overcome being turned. You can attack them with ranged attacks, and others can attack them in any faction without breaking the effect.
Oh, wonderful. Goodbye.
Hector.
Charity, please don't leave me.
You can stand up now, Horrible after its turn.
So,
Can it take
so
an AOO
what
multi-turn?
do...
Yeah, it will... it doesn't say that it can't attack, but it will be fleeing, so it is not likely to take an AOO, considering it will be running away from you.
So what does Hector see? What is the scene according to Hector?
Corum is making puppy dog eyes at a crocodile. Terraco is trying to stab the crocodile and missing. Yabo punched it a couple times and then backed away. Charity is taking out some science mumbo jumbo.
I'd like to actually see for turn undead she's fumbling with the cross. It's like the one religious thing she actually has to do, and she's bad at it.
Yep, she's
It
fumbling with
like took her a second to remember which pocket it's in.
Yep, she's fumbling with a
Oh, you
cross
know
and
I
trying to
have
throw
it
powdered
somewhere.
silver everywhere. There's a giant purple spotted mushroom trying to crawl its way through the swamp towards the sound. And there's a dead toad.
And I have 5 hit points, but Corum doesn't have any.
I mean, if you want to be technical, he has negative 10 before he dies, or 10 before he dies.
He can talk and move. He doesn't need any more healing.
I'm just gonna hit the thing
You have
with my
not
sword.
seen Cora move. You've seen him.
I know that.
You have not heard Corum say anything, and you've not seen Corum move.
Valid.
Unfortunately, that will not hit.
I'd like to think.
Okay, and I've not moved this turn, so I could take my 5-foot step, correct?
Yes. But
Okay.
it will be fleeing, and if you don't move out of its range, you will get an AOO.
But Hector doesn't know that.
You can see it kind of cowering in fear after Charity.
Okay, then I'll stay where I am.
After Charity does.
If I can justify it, then yes, absolutely, I'll
you,
stay
you
here.
can see it kind of like the bone worms begin acting erratically as the kind of holy symbol and powdered silver in the air kind of makes them contract and writhe a little bit in pain.
Okay, then yeah, I'll stay here and wait for my AOO.
Corum, are you just going to not do anything?
Yep,
I
I
guess you did do something. You did do your thing. Yabo!
I'd like to think Yabo would have thought of the kind thing to help Corum up a long time ago, but Jordan didn't think of it until we talked about it just a minute ago. So without communication, because we can't, because there's loud sounds, Yabo
I bet Corum can catch on to what you're trying to do.
realizes, yes, Corum is on the ground and hasn't moved for 5 whole minutes and is making doe eyes at a crocodile. Let me pick him up.
You
Doe eyes is the most important part.
You kind of lean down and pick up Corum to his feet. He's kind of batting his eyelashes at the crocodile still.
You should take a step forward. You should take a step towards it.
What?
You should take a step towards it.
Towards what?
Towards the
Thing that's
thing
about
that's
to
going to
run
be
away.
running away.
So you get a free AOO. And you get 2, don't you?
Oh,
Or is it
sure.
just you get 2 options to do it?
I don't fucking remember.
He can do 2 attacks if, like, 2 people left his square kind of
Yeah.
thing. Alright. The crocodile is going to run away. It is going
Okay.
to move, and Hector, Terrico, Yabo, and I guess technically Corum.
Nope, Corum has a. No one would remember this, but Corum still has a bow out.
Ah. Yep. Okay.
Second verse, same as the first.
All right.
Tough boss
So we
fight,
don't
make
get any
run away
special
for
bonuses,
arrows.
right?
What was that, Trevor?
Like, we don't get any special bonuses from the turn undead, right? It's just it's running away.
Just that it's running away. If it couldn't flee, you would get +2 to the attack roll, but it is running away, so.
Okay. Hey!
Close!
I don't remember if that would hit, but...
It won't, but Hector's will.
Yes.
Yo, I
Ooh,
can't
go
use
Hector.
Flurry of Blows on an AOO, can I?
I don't think so, but it also doesn't really matter. Anyway, as it begins running away, Yabo begins just kind of punching it in the like neck and in the sternum, and then Hector kind of takes his great sword, does a quick spin flurry, and just chops off its head. And it is dead.
The first thing I want to
I
do
think
is
that
I want to smash a bottle of holy water over the thriving pile of worms.
Fair enough. They
Just
That's a
before
great
anything else
idea.
happens.
they just kind of begin melting away.
Is the second that we get away from these fucking mushrooms?
Mushrooms? Yeah.
Yeah, that we leave?
Probably.
Love that plan.
Now that we're deaf forever.
Now that we're dragging Corum's almost dead body along with us. I'm gonna heal him, by the way.
Okay.
Thanks. Corum is going to be doing like the little leg pats to the crocodile buddy.
Let me get you guys' XP. Are you guys looking for signs of where it came from as you're running away?
Yeah.
You know, as much as you can while running away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we're focusing on getting away.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the
Definitely
bathroom.
the running
Quorum.
is my priority.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. In the meantime, everyone roll a spot check.
Quorum, you heal.
You know, when
I
you're
get
playing an
5.
open world game, and you enter an area, and everything's got a skull by its name,
Yeah.
and you think, it'll be fine. They can't be that high of a level compared to me, right? And then you get your ass beat. That's what happened.
Not really, though.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
we
didn't
killed
take a
it.
single point of damage.
Corum thinks he's okay.
Actually, no, I did. I took a lot. I'm at half health. Corum almost died.
I have
also
5
have
hit points remaining.
Almost all of my
I mean-
spells. Like, I was gonna heal you guys. We're good.
Yeah,
Oh, because most of your shit was not spells, huh?
Yeah,
You're
I used
also
3
far,
turn undead.
like, you never got close, so
Well, melee isn't really Charity's specialty.
Right, like, I don't even own a melee weapon.
exactly. But
Do you really not? That's hilarious.
how's Terrico? Did he take a bunch of damage?
Terrico took no damage, but I would like to point out Terrico has 10 hit points, and the bite on that gator did 10, like, at least twice, so if Terrico took
Yeah,
damage,
it
he
did.
was...
Actually dead.
As a
I'll take
fighter,
that
it did half of my hit points with that one bite it hit me with.
I mean, I took 9 damage from the attack.
Considering as there are 3 Sturges on the screen, I feel like this fight could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I had lost my constitution, also,
Certainly, it could have been a lot more annoying.
I was waiting for the other things to join the fight. Then I probably would have gotten a little more scared. That thing had to hit
I
hard,
was
though,
scared
because of our
that
action
Corum
economy.
was almost out on round 1. Like, Corum's one of our strongest, like... Well, I mean, like, Hector, Corum, and Yabo, like, all 3 of you are really great melee fighters.
Y'all
And
got,
when...
like, 7 rounds before you're actually out, as long as I'm within 20 feet.
Okay, I am back.
at least 2 of us see it.
Mhm.
Probably 3. Charity got a 16.
I wasn't even paying attention to what I rolled.
You got
25.
a
Oh, whoa.
25.
I definitely see it.
Yeah, you got a
Whatever it
natural
is.
20.
I'm gonna bump up the CR on that because it was supposed to be a lot
It
lower
is.
based on the zombie template and stuff, but that thing hit harder than it was supposed to.
I appreciate
That,
the
that actually makes me feel a little bit better because we were just discussing what vast swaths of our HP it was able to knock out.
I'll be honest, I had to nerf the damage quite a bit. Because it was...
I appreciate that.
It would have straight up killed Corum round 1. Like, not like negative, but like, Corum is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would not be entertaining.
I rolled max damage a couple of times on you guys, and it's like,
Oh, fuck.
no, that's death. That's too much.
Have I ever told you how benevolent you are, Cameron?
I feel like there were some high damage rolls in general on this one.
Yeah.
Anytime we managed to hit it, we usually did a decent amount of damage.
I wish I could say the same.
Hey man, we can't all be winners.
I thought you just didn't wind up hitting it.
This was my
No,
hardest
the very first attack, I hit it with my crossbow and I did like 1 damage. Because it's resistant to piercing damage, and I was like, oh, so I should do slashing with the dagger instead. And then
I
just
thought it
keep
was
hitting.
immune to piercing damage.
It's resistant.
Oh, okay.
It has resistance 5 slashing. Which what that means is it takes reduced damage. 5 points of reduced damage from any source that isn't slashing. Or magical or whatever. Depending on its things and reasonability, but yeah, resistances in 3.5 are neat. They're very... Damage types matter a lot more than they do in 5th edition. 5th edition is a lot more just random flavor and doesn't matter much. It's a lot more relevant.
Yeah, it always disappoints me how few things in 5th edition have weaknesses.
Anyway, I'll give each of
it's
you
a-
420 XP for that.
Ooh.
Ooh, is it?
Nice.
And
I
Corum,
didn't hear that correctly yet. Or
Yabo, and Charity, as you guys are running away, you notice kind of writhing on the ground on some of the drier patches of land some deceased bone worms. And as you kind of look and follow the path, it seems to be coming from the east, slightly southeast.
Okay.
Fun.
Are you guys going to follow it, or are you going to head back to town? Or are you guys just going to camp out for the night?
How long? Like,
I
what
was
time?
thinking town.
It'd be a little afternoon.
Probably town then.
Okay.
Say if we needed to stay, I could heal you everybody up, and then we. Could
I imagine you guys are taking a couple of days off to recuperate.
Depends.
And we need to. We also need to figure out a larger scale way of dealing with the bone worms.
Oh, I need to give you guys vision.
Maybe even bring an army.
Need to level up. Need to grind.
You guys also find a little bit drier patch of land as you guys are slowly working your way back to town.
I see some mushrooms on this screen. Are they the screechers or are they just regular mushrooms?
Roll a spot check.
Ooh, I do too.
Are these the ones that explode?
I believe they are, which means Charity's about to be really happy.
Yeah, you guys, as you kind of look and notice these large mushrooms, you notice singe marks and soot, kind of burned away, dried peat, and things. These are much larger versions of the mushrooms, the clay mushrooms you had found previously.
I do have a bomb, by the way. I don't know if you all knew that.
I think somewhere in the
Like, I
back of
would've
my
been-
head I knew it. Now that you say it, it sounds familiar.
I just wanted everybody to be aware. And now I'm gonna have more bombs soon. That's all Charity's thinking as she looks upon this field as we're running through.
Track.
Alright. You guys have a lead for where you need to head next time. In like
Southeast.
in like 2 weeks.
And I put that information on the bone worms notice board. Southeast from Bog.
Good looking out.
Good looking out.
I'm gonna mark out this area too, like the claymore, the clay shroom growing patch.
You make a mental note. Kinda.
Yeah, or if we have
Scroll
a
it
map
down.
or something.
I think Quorum technically has cartography. Or...
Is technically a cartographer, but Katrina
was-
is not.
I was kind of
If you
imagining like
roll
the notice
skill
board
check,
had
I
like
will update the map for you appropriately.
I was always imagining that like the notice board had like a local map on it. That's kind of how I've always been
Yeah,
imagining.
but Quorum's the one who's supposed to be making,
Yeah.
and he just hasn't taken the downtime to
Got it.
map
Do
it
you want
out.
me to roll that now?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a couple of cartography checks.
Yeah.
Roll me one more.
Okay. Corum is not a great cartographer.
It's not his area of it's not his specialty.
It's not the most accurate map, but it is a map. Let me
Corum is used to doing it for himself only.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
all
little
just like
mucky.
really weird, bizarre shorthand.
let me open my map that I have.
A lot of it's in Elvish, but not like proper Elvish.
Let me
It's like slang terms.
Yeah.
And redneck elvish.
Am I good to shut down my computer? Or will I need to perform additional rolls?
You should be fine. I will need to figure out the best way to update your guys' precise map without all my notes on what is where. But I will try to remember to...
Or not. I mean, you can just give us your notes on what's where.
I have a wild question for you.
Okay.
Can I make a holy water mist grenade using the clay shroom mushrooms? Essentially, want to turn a vial of holy water into an AoE mist.
I see where you're coming from. You're like saying put it in, like surround a thing of holy water with the mushrooms, so that when you throw it, it just kind of vaporizes into like a fog cloud.
Yeah, exactly.
You can certainly try.
Cool. We haven't grabbed the mushrooms yet, but whenever we do.
I'll just give you guys a teaser for next time.
Ooh.
How much silver do we have? Did we ever codify how much silver we had?
I don't remember.
It was spooky.
And that's it.
Oh, there it goes.
There's your.
Hang on a second, user.
There's your sneak peek.
I'm
I
gonna
guess
That's like the next time.
I got a glance at
you get a
Jordan's
little
computer. I
flash.
didn't get a good look at it.
You could always go through the video,
That's true.
which is what I did because I was looking at a
Yeah.
charcuterie board.
Good job, Katrina.
Never change.
Thanks. You can get a Costco charcuterie board delivered. Right now they're $30 off, so it's like $179 for like a huge motherfucking thing. Anyway, that's my sales pitch.
I'm sure the
What
Costco
comes-
appreciates it.
What comes on the charcuterie board?
It's already
Don't whine at me.
prearranged, so
Lay
it
down.
has 2, 4, 6, 13 kinds of cheeses.
Oh
It
my
has
goodness.
2 kinds of salami, bresaola, 3 kinds of salami and bresaola. 8 dried fruits. Tomato and pepperoncinis are labeled as fruits.
Well, that's
And
probably
are
good
those
to know.
items dried?
Yes. It says pepperoncinis dried. I don't know.
I like this.
Like sun-dried tomatoes.
I like this picture for context. This person looks way too proud of this.
Let's see. There's 5 kinds of nuts. It has fig and orange marmalade, some marinated olives, an espresso mix, some prosecco cordials, crackers, and then it comes with like all the little
8 bamboo
Like
fork
forks?
pickers, 2 mini bamboo spreaders, 2 bamboo tongs, and an acacia wood board, 17 by 13 by 1.5.
I mean, that's a pretty good value.
That's why I
Now-
was looking at it.
Now, who is this for? Is this just for yourself?
Well, I mean,
A lot of this stuff will keep long enough to eat it.
Are you?
Your meats and all.
40 alternatives to self-harm. Number 1, harm someone else.
We didn't say they were good. We said they were alternatives. You could do that instead.
Watching this video, it's a wow. A circus tent. And it has a Yeah, it's in a different country, but the sign that's on it says "Don't look," and it has a hole at face height. And if you stick your face in it to look, they slam your face with a pie, which is fucking hilarious. And I'm watching this video; these people are getting so legitimately mad, like punching it, trying to find a way into the box. It's like, come on! It literally says "Don't look." How are you gonna get mad at that? You got what you got what you fucking deserve.
I would
It said, "Do
absolutely
not
be
look."
someone who got pied in the face, and I would be like, okay, that's hilarious. I deserve that. Also, I need to go find a bathroom now.
Yeah. Because yes, I would look, and yes, I'd be like, well,
But you
they
wouldn't
did
get
warn
mad.
me. They literally told me to not look.
Go.
I have to put more jerky in the dehydrator. That's so sad.
You want to play
What's
Overwatch?
that there,
Yeah.
kitchen light?
We gotta finish stream though first.
Ah.
Bye,
Yeah,
stream.
Have we still been streaming this whole
Can't
time?
talk about Overwatch.
Farewell stream.
Alrighty.
Bye.
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 You're not able to be reconnect. Your